Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to Radio Underground. Shit.
Radio Underground, episode 83. Our first show of 2021. Everything's going to be better. There's going to be no more problems because there's a different number to the year.
Yeah.
No one will die ever again.
2021 was the cure.
I heard everything ended yesterday.
Yep.
Like all bad ended.
Everything ended
No more bad.
midnight yesterday morning.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
That's what I was told. They said everybody said 2021.
I mean, it seemed
Would be
pretty-
better.
I went out and walked like right at midnight. Like I was sitting home. I'm like, okay, well, I think I'm gonna go out and I like literally walked out as the ball was dropping the last 20 seconds.
Yeah.
So I kind of watched all the fireworks as I was walking. I went for like quite a long walk. It was really nice out. And
You're not going to get more nudes.
more
No
nudes
nudes.
in 2021 from this podcast.
No, it's not going to happen.
No nudes.
Do you really?
Unless we get a Patreon or a OnlyFans, maybe.
Yeah.
Not now.
You really want nudes?
Hey, what's up, Noah? Glad you found the show, man.
But I think everything was.
I love your arcades, Noah. Noah's Arcade's my favorite place to go.
Come bust the move where the games are played.
It's hip. It's cool.
Noah's Arcade.
Yeah.
That's it. So anyway, I thought we were kicked off Twitch, but apparently maybe we're not.
No?
I don't know. I could look, but I don't want to look.
Oh, I got Twitch on my phone. I can check that out. Why not?
But we can see if we're on Twitch, but it said Brutal Legend, said radio. I got a notification.
It does say Brutal Legend. It's got the umlauts and everything.
Whatever.
But it is currently what we are doing right now.
Whatever. So if you're watching, we're not playing Brutal Legend, as you can see. Nor would we want to right now. And I wanted to make a whole bit of how the man is trying to keep us down and we're too talented and they're scared of what we're capable of.
Yes.
Very true.
But in reality, we're not that good, I guess.
No,
So
that's exactly what it is.
So Noah wants us to get an OnlyFans.
Yes.
Yes, get an OnlyFans.
I've been
Alright.
considering it, Noah.
I'm just gonna forewarn you.
I'm getting
be
to the
pretty
age
ugly.
where like I really don't have much shame anymore.
Yeah.
So
My stuff is adequate, I think.
yeah,
I'm thinking about it.
I'm getting to the point where it's like, if people are offended, I can just be like, I'm kind of almost the old dude now, that like is losing his mind,
yeah.
I don't have that
Yeah.
much more to go. And then I can be like, I didn't know what I was doing. I'm old.
You can have two nurses giving you a sponge bath, like an old man.
Yeah.
You shit yourself or whatever.
Just Photoshop some liver spots on your body.
This fucking my mic stand is broke. I'm gonna have to order a new one.
Fucking thing sucks.
Thing's broke. Hate this fucking thing. But yeah, so we're gonna have to. I don't know. We're gonna have to start making money somehow because I don't want to go back to work.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want to go back. I'm tired of it. I've done enough work.
I'm getting sick of it.
I've been working at the same place for 21 years. I've been in the workforce for about 23 or 4 years.
Yeah.
I'm done.
Done with it.
I've had it.
That's what the forefathers said when they founded this country. You got to work 23 or 24 years in an industry or just overall.
Yeah.
And then you can stop. And
Yeah,
in the
just
last
quit.
200 years, it's kind of just it's changed.
Yeah, I mean, I was under the assumption after 25 years,
Yeah.
that was it. That was maximum.
All those old timers coming up like, oh, we worked 25 years and we retired and stuff. It's like, what the fuck?
Tired of working for the man.
Kill Whitey.
Sick of it. Sick of working for him.
Sick of it.
The one thing I could say about my place is that it's small, so for the most part, I don't have any I have very few issues until guys aren't getting work out. Then the big boss comes in and does stupid stuff. Thinks he knows better than everybody.
Is this live?
Yes, Morgan, it's live. I think rather than complaining about Twitch banning me, which I was kind of hoping for the street cred, it didn't happen.
We are not.
We are not banned, but something is wrong with my feed, and it didn't change to episode 83. It's saying that I'm playing Brutal Legend. Obviously, we're not. This is live.
Imagine how embarrassing that would be, though, if you got banned for Brutal Legend.
Yeah.
How old is that game? 10, 11 years?
I think it's 11 years. 2009.
Yeah. Yeah, because I remember that when I think it was on the cover of, like, Game Informer or something.
Yeah.
I actually had that copy.
I can't it'd be so bad to be banned for a fucking game that no one's playing. That'd be happy that I'm playing that game. No one else is.
That'd be a lame one to be banned for.
Yeah.
Like, I got banned for Lego Star Wars.
So that game's so old. They can't be banned.
Lego Star Wars.
Lego Star Wars.
Yeah.
I think
So-
that's like,
Is that really a game?
Lego Star Wars?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Lego games are popular, man.
I knew there was like Lego movie, but
Oh, they have Lego Marvel, Lego DC. They have all. It's insane. And those games sell.
is that
They always sell.
is that like a face? Is that like Morgan's face?
Is that actually your face, Morgan? It kind
It's
of looks like you.
It kinda looks like-
Morgan emoji.
It kind of looks like Roy from Wings,
It does.
Yeah.
the guy who ran the opposite, the rival.
He died
That dude's dead.
like a few years ago or something.
I would have never thought someone as lean
Wasn't that
as
long
him.
ago though.
No, it wasn't that long ago. He looked the same. though.
We lost like some people this week, man. The last day of the day before New Year's Eve, man.
We lost Ozone, man.
Yeah,
He was the final-
Shabba-Doo.
Yep.
Ozone was the final fucking victim.
Yep. But that day it was him. That night I read, and then earlier in the day it was Dawn Wells who played Marianne on
Yeah.
Gilligan's Island,
Yep.
So
who
hot.
basically pretty much made me probably the first time I ever felt funny in my pants wearing those little shorts when I was like 7 years
You
old.
saw that and you're like, now you're a man.
And then another one during the day. Well, a Detroit legend. Alto Reed.
Man.
And 50 years he played with Bob Seger, and
Only 50?
yeah,
He was only like 72 and he played with one guy for 50 years.
yeah, he played 50 years. Yep.
It's like, you're done with college. You're playing with me for 50 years now.
That 50-year contract.
Craig, back in the day, this is many, many moons ago, knew his daughter, Alto Reed's daughter.
Really?
Yeah, she was she worked at a bar he would frequent at the time.
Oh, okay.
And I don't know if she actually needed the money or if she just did it to help somebody out. But yeah, he would go there and she worked there. And he said she was hot.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt that. Yeah.
Genetics.
Everyone has it in their thingy.
What are you talking about? The thingy.
What do
what
we
you
have
talking
in our
about?
thingy?
No, it's the
a Twitch developer one.
Talking about my
You talking about the,
content thing. The thing is, I thought all my videos were
Explain
removed.
yourself.
I think he's talking about the
Oh, he's
the
talking about that emoji.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone,
We're fucking boomers.
So in Twitch, when that's like one of the emojis that everybody has in their
In their
bag,
Twitch?
we can use.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
they have a Roy
boomers,
from Wings
dude. We don't
emoji.
fucking
That's what it looks like,
understand
Roy from
anything.
Wings.
It looks like Roy from
looks
Wings.
like-
Fucking microphone.
You've seen Wings before. That's Roy. That's what it looks like.
he's like got his
That was one of my favorite episodes. It was Roy's 40th birthday party, and they all went to it, but they had it at like Chuck E. Cheese because Roy was born on February 29th. So he's only 10 years old.
Yeah, I never saw that one.
That was a good one. And I think it was Lowell that put it on or something.
Yep.
I'm gonna look that one up. I'm
a
gonna
good one.
watch that one.
Yeah,
It was a good show.
my owner's a leap year guy, so
Oh yeah.
so he he's like, I'm 11 today. Yeah. Like, I'm sure he's tired of hearing that joke though. Hey, you're only like 11.
Oh,
The
man.
people repeat same jokes. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
if you were tall, imagine being tall. Hey, you ever play basketball?
Oh yeah.
Or you could be like, always use the same joke and be like, yeah, the floor got wet every time I walked by those chicks or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that joke that I'm beaten to death.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
I actually love that joke.
Well, I try to not use it only once a month, so it doesn't.
Only
totally
once a month,
work.
yeah. Someone
Well-
did it with the Randy Orton. Did you see did I share that in the group, the Randy Orton one?
No.
It was Randy Orton in the ring, and like there was a girl in the middle of the ring, and there was a big, huge puddle around her, and they're like, man, we know Randy Orton's good looking, but that's kind of ridiculous.
Just floods out.
Yeah. Oh, it was
I don't know.
lame. I actually like that joke. I was just making fun of you.
No, I have beaten it to death. There's certain that and palatability.
I love
Palatability.
palatability.
It's like Jay in Midsummer.
Midsummer.
You know, okay, Midsummer.
No Jay tonight, huh?
No,
No, I think we figured last week should have been his week, right?
And then he had a family emergency.
Yeah.
Well, I thought that was a couple weeks ago. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't remember.
He could be tired.
He may never come back.
Yeah. He's probably tired of being on a podcast that's not growing.
Yeah.
That's not true.
Oh, yeah, we're at 95.
95 subscribers.
Probably,
You know, we've gone up like 7 or 8 in a week.
Yeah, we're up to 95 YouTube subscribers. We were going to unseat PewDiePie and then the Indian whatever channel that is like neck and neck.
Yeah. I mean,
We're going to take them down.
well, the guys we talked about last week, the Delray Misfits, we could probably catch them. Where are they at? Like 70, 75,000?
Yeah. I don't know if we're going to.
We'll catch them eventually.
Yeah, we're never going to. I don't know if we're going to catch up to even Stones Malone, my brother-in-law. He's at, 230. He's a more than double us.
Or your former singer Kevin, don't his kids?
Yeah, he has a kid, Kevin, who listens, by the way. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, Kev.
He's got a YouTube channel for his kids, and it's, peaceful and innocent. It's not like this or anything.
Yeah.
And they're much bigger than
They're so much bigger than us.
And then your buddy Jay.
Yep.
Well,
my buddy Jay's son.
His son is a guitar guy, and he's got a huge following.
He's 16. He's had it since he was like 13 or 14, but last year he had like 31,000 people.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he had like at one point it was like 19,000. I go, your kid's got 19,000? He goes, oh no, it's like 31,000 now. I'm like, what?
Jay needs to monetize that shit.
But yeah, that's what I'm
scrape his kids'
saying.
money.
That's what I'm saying. But he, and he's like, yeah, I'm like, do something with that, man.
Jay's entitled to that money.
Yeah.
Our cousin Ted, his is, well, I mean, he's a little bit ahead of us, but he's at 103. So, there you go.
We just need
Danny,
a couple
we need
sex
a
tapes.
couple sex tapes. No, we need to gain fans, not
And
lose
it's the
them.
big time in dollar bills. I like that.
Yep.
Yeah, Danny. I like that.
Seriously, like, I'm getting to that point. If my wife will let me, I'll just do the OnlyFans.
I'll do it.
I'll have like Radio Underground banners all over the place.
I might have a sex tape somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think
I
so.
mean,
No.
I don't know if I want to. Maybe I'll just jack
it'll
off
be
on
all.
camera.
It'll be all like it'll be all like in the dark. With
Well, I'll
like
just
the Paris Hilton.
Yeah,
one.
I'll just do what I usually do, jack off on camera, but now I'll monetize it.
Here, Al, here's what you can do.
I'm fucking that alien.
Oh yeah, fuck that alien.
Al can bang aliens. Yeah. Al can just be fucking banging fucking gray
Big-
aliens and reptoids.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like Mexican, and
Well, that's
Okay.
too easy.
that is
Yeah.
too
Mexican girls are usually pretty hot.
Yeah.
No, you're not getting off that easy.
No.
easy. Getting off.
Yeah. No. Yeah, 'cause I'll have a worse fate. I've sucked a dick and didn't even know it.
Fag.
When you take drops of yourself that are bad, that's when. Yeah. So.
I said the F word again. Damn it. I'm
No, don't
addicted to
worry.
it.
Yeah, you're addicted to saying it.
I can't stop saying it.
Paging Dr. Faggot!
Dude.
It's our favorite word around here.
So I've said this before, as far as watching stuff that we've watched before with the kids now, because my kids are getting older. One's gonna be 14, the other one's 17 now. They're older. And I'd rather, like, if I want to watch something, I'm like, fuck it, you guys are gonna watch it too, and I'll just like, I'll be that cool parent that tries to explain it to you guys now. I'd rather you guys learn it from me than learn it from the streets, that type thing.
Oh man.
So we watched The Hangover, and I haven't seen The Hangover in probably 10 years, maybe a little bit less, and that part was in it, and I was just dying. He's like, paging Dr. Faggot, and it's so loud, and he's in the middle of the street just yelling it at the house. There were so many things in that movie, I forgot how funny it was.
Yeah. Well, that's a great movie.
He's like, yeah, the because Stu lied to his woman about, they're like, yeah, we're at the vineyard for his bachelor party. The owner, she's like, what's his name? He's like, what's his name? Caesar Palace. And it's like, and I never got it before. I'm like, oh my God, Caesar's Palace. It took me 10 years to figure it out. Caesar Palace. It's got some classic shit in it.
Yeah, The Hangover is one of the pantheon of funny movies.
I was dying. But yeah, anyways, I'm sorry.
That's right.
Let's talk about some more 10-year-old movies.
Yeah,
11-year-old.
10-year-old video game. We're stuck in 2009.
Oh, actually, yeah, Hangover's 2009, so same year as Brutal Legend.
All right, man.
So I remember when I just got this new app called Facebook.
Yeah.
That I signed up for. That's about when everyone migrated over from MySpace, about 2007 or 8.
Yeah, because right about the time that I was moving out to Utah was when my ex set me up with my Facebook so that I had a way of communicating with people here.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people were starting to go to it. She goes, here, let's set this up.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I wish his podcast was around back then so I could listen to it on my Zune. My Microsoft Zune.
I wish my podcast was around back then because it would be huge by now. Even there's people that are huge just because they were around then.
I probably wouldn't have been. You would have been so popular and had so many people on your show. I probably wouldn't have been able to get on the show.
Oh no, we wouldn't.
By last year, you'd have been like, yeah, you can come on, maybe once.
Al, you were partying too hard. You had no interest in doing any nerd shit with us.
We'll set something up, Alan. Don't worry, we'll get you on eventually. Don't worry.
Yeah.
We'll write you in.
Yeah, I'll be like, you guys are cool now. Can I? You guys got the cool show. Can I come on? Yeah, we'll see what we can do, buddy.
Have my own agent.
We'll have our people call your people.
Yeah. Do you got an agent? No.
Ooh, yeah. You got to go to the.
Not
agents.
a good idea, man. Yeah, I don't know. We have to go. I have to clear it with my firm.
Yeah.
The agency.
So we have to talk about the big event we got planned for Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, this sounds great.
This was suggested by their brother Craig, my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
And he was inspired by the Tom Segura leg arm break. He broke both fucking limbs.
It was the opposite. Like he broke his left leg and right arm, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And his arm was like he had done he lost a arm wrestling match really badly.
Yeah.
Yes, I have not watched it yet, but I'm looking forward to it.
Trying to dunk, I think.
I watched it real quick, and did his left leg just come out from under him and snap, and then he fell on the right arm? Is that how it worked?
Yeah, it is.
Did his leg sit up where the bone just broke and it was flapping?
Yeah, it was. Well, his arm was this way. If you took it and broke it almost like a chicken wing.
Yep.
Like a kimura, and then it was behind his back.
Son of a bitch, that's awesome.
So,
I mean, it sucks, but he was in the hospital for a week. So bad.
So what we're gonna do is, for the first time in 20 years, play 21 on my mom's rim.
Oof,
It's about an 8-foot rim.
It's about 8 feet, yeah. I
haven't played any kind of form of sports in 10 years, and I haven't played tip 21 in probably 20 years. I think someone's gonna get hurt.
I play kickball a couple times a year.
Yeah.
Other than that, no.
Yeah.
Could you turn your phone up louder, Alan?
I just turned it down. I just turned it down. I was trying to see this thing where he breaks his arm and leg.
It's pretty good.
It's a good clean break.
So we're just gonna play 21. We're not gonna play back rec basketball or anything.
Yeah.
We're not gonna play a pickup game.
No, it's 21. Just like the old way, you score a point. It's actually 1. And you go from the line.
Yeah.
So we get 4 or 5 of us tops.
Oh, that's right. You know what? You said 21, and for some reason I started thinking of fucking horse.
No, not horse.
21.
Horse is too easy.
Yeah, because
horse you don't have to risk injury.
Yeah, because we have our own set of different rules we do with 21. We do back rakes. Back rakes are totally allowed.
Back rakes, shoves.
The yelling right as they're going up, just yell, no!
Undercuts.
Undercuts.
That's everyone, you can smash them into the garage door. That's another tactic we used.
I mean, we're not taking people, going out from under them and killing them.
So what I'm worried about is
running.
It's not just that. It's I'm worried about I'll get competitive and actually try to win and get hurt.
Yeah,
because I hate losing at anything.
Yeah.
So when I realize that Craig's probably going to win, and that's probably why I'm going to get injured, because I'm going to try to outdo someone that's way more athletic than me.
See, I got a plan. Here's my plan. Because I've never been one to really drive in basketball. I never go hard in the paint, as they say.
Yeah.
That's not my game. Mine's always the outside scoring. I'm just going to practice my threes. Just practice.
Just try to drain them.
Yeah.
And I'll just...
Because we were talking about that earlier. I said, I think I put it on your Instagram when you posted it, that I was gonna start training today. And Mom's like, "Oh, you guys are gonna train?" I go, "I'm not training. I'm not." I go, "You know what? I'm gonna train at? Learn how to play fucking basketball." I'm like, I've barely played basketball in my life.
We got to find we can't do just a crappy recording either. This has got to be
so we need to
pristine.
We need to get some quality shit going, right?
Yeah. We gotta get some good. We gotta find somebody with some good cameras.
Okay.
Ooh, cousin Ted.
Yeah.
Yeah, or we got to have a way to live stream it. Because if we edit, we don't live stream it, then there's no
Cousin Ted knows that
because I'll be tempted to edit out stuff that makes me look bad, and I don't want that chance.
So maybe phones are the best way to do it then.
Yeah, I want it live streamed.
But there's got to be a way to do multiple cameras, but also live streamed. Like, and have it, all over the place. There's got to be a way to do it.
Yeah, we need to get with
We got
cousin.
5 months to figure
I
it out.
have to take my Mac outside.
Well, that's what I was thinking. If our cousin would be willing to do it, he records and makes movies and stuff. He's got to know how to do that shit.
Yeah.
We can talk to him. We're talking about Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, so we're talking
like
sure almost 6 months, really.
Yeah. We want to make sure the
This is the
weather's
last
going to be
week of
okay. And the reason I say the weekend because that way we don't like set up like a for sure day if it rains one day, like sometime that weekend.
Right.
We have an
We'll
extra
do it.
day to recover before we go back to work.
Yeah. So it's like Memorial
It can't be
Day
Sunday,
weekend.
no.
Well, I mean, if it's more Memorial
Monday,
Day weekend, yeah. So if
can
it's
be
Sunday,
Sunday.
would be okay. Well, even though I don't know because it's always the day after you hurt.
Yeah, that's true. Delayed onset muscle soreness.
Yeah, Sunday we could
DOMS.
play. Monday would be okay. Tuesday would suck.
I'm about to fucking break this thing. But just give it an arm bar, just finish it. Fucking thing.
Chris is just going to record. Chris said he'll record it with his cell phone.
Just the end of it that's fucked up? On
Well,
your, on your microphone?
we could use my cell phone on like a mount where it gets the whole court.
Yeah.
For the live stream. It just won't won't be like a movie production.
I mean, anybody can record it because we'll use whatever footage anybody gets for
I just
something.
bought that new 12 Pro.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you probably have a better camera than any of us.
Yeah.
It's got supposedly it's like really good. I haven't even messed around
That's
with it much
actually a
yet.
good idea. Yeah.
So
Yeah, because if we have one for the live stream, that's fine. But anybody records any of it, we can use it and edit it together and make something with it too.
Yeah. Especially if someone like reefs a fucking ankle or something.
Put some Harlem Globetrotter music to it.
Yeah, I have a
Sweet Georgia Brown.
I have a plan for my outfit too. I will reveal it that day.
Oh,
All right.
you got to dress up too?
Oh, come on, man. It won't
All right.
be fun.
I'm going to dress up like Paul Westfall.
Oh, he just passed away today.
I know he did.
Yep.
That's why I brought him up.
Dude, that's another Celtic. I mean, he was on the 74, 75, and I believe 76 Celtics, but he won a championship with them. He was drafted by him in the first round, but that is a lot of Celtics of that era that have passed away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just recently, let's say like 4 of them now that have all been some type of player and coach, broadcaster. I mean, he was around, but I didn't know that he was diagnosed with brain cancer earlier in the year.
Yeah, he's dead. That's
So you're playing zombies there, Noah? I don't play zombies. I can't.
No, I can't do it.
I think that a lot of my homeboys, like Danny Fishing, and then they play Warzone every fucking night.
Every night.
And then they make their own clips, and they like, we won, blah, blah, blah. Afraid to do their own Twitch channel. They won't do it. They need to do it. You guys are funny. You need your own channel.
So hey, let's go back to basketball real quick.
Sure.
You don't want to like drop hints about your outfit, or you're afraid somebody's going to steal your idea.
Yeah,
right?
my idea is for me.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right. So we all got to think of an idea though for ourselves.
Oh yeah, no problem.
I have it already thought out.
All right. I got something. I think it might work. We'll see.
Yeah. It's
I
gonna
don't
be good.
know if they make shorts that short though.
Yeah. Oh, come on! Don't do that.
Yeah, you can't start talking about it.
Just kidding. Mind games, guys. Mind games.
No, you literally just said my idea.
No, did I?
Well, that's why I wasn't saying anything. I knew you were going to try to. I knew you were.
I'm going to do
this.
the Stockton Nutters in the jersey.
Yeah.
Oh no, you shouldn't have said it. I wouldn't have let anything else. Yeah.
Then
I was
one of
thinking
you
of-
guys has to do the Kareem goggles.
I was going to do Larry Bird with the mustache.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Just the bird stash and short shorts, obviously. Oh, there's so many things we could do, guys.
Yeah.
Honestly. No,
Yeah,
I figured out what I'm going to do.
Bird kind of had the mullet kicking back then too, didn't he?
did. Yeah.
He was kind of mullety.
Yeah, he did.
Oh my God, I just saw the best outfit. And I'm not going to tell you guys what it is.
All right.
It's going to be so awesome. Can't wait. Also, the other thing I could do is I got 6 months, 5.5 months, basically. Let's say 5.5 months. I can get super ripped and be Karl Malone.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
That's what I'm going to do.
Now our Radio Underground chat's going. Morgan just figured out that Randy Tater just challenged the that his name? Randy Teeter?
Teeter, yeah.
Yeah, Randy Teeter just challenged the guy that fucking hit him with the iced tea.
See?
So I guarantee you that the freaking they're going to fight like on a Logan Paul undercard. I guarantee it.
They should
Mark
just
my words.
They should do that and that undercard and the Logan Paul thing, along with like the McGregor fight.
Yeah,
Like one big huge card.
Noted. Saturday, January 2nd,
yes.
2021.
Twisted IT,
At
the
20
Ice T meme fight
At
it's gonna-
10:28 p.m., Mike called it.
I call that.
I guarantee you they're going to be on a freaking pay-per-view. And he's going to hit him with a iced tea again.
Speaking of fighting, I heard that Eminem's going to partake in the next pay-per-view.
Yeah, Eminem's going to do the hype track for fucking Conor McGregor.
Like, is he going to be there doing the hype track?
I don't know. I'm so sick of both of them. I thought 2021 was going to be better for me. And when I heard that the Eminem, who I don't like, and Conor McGregor, who I no longer like, it's gonna be I can't take it. I fucking
I hope that
I hope Poirier
Poirier.
I hope Poirier can somehow beat his ass. I don't think so, but I hope somehow it happens.
You pronounce it weird. It's obviously Poirier.
Poirier.
Yeah.
Poirier.
Yeah, I know.
He's a Frenchman.
Dustin the Diamond.
He's a Cajun person.
Yes.
Cajun American.
Oh, Chris was saying that because he also has the 12 Pro Max.
Oh,
okay.
All right. So we can, all right, cool.
And the thing is, too, it has to be all of us unathletic guys. You can't, like, I want to get involved. No. I don't want people to get involved. Craig will be more than I can handle anyway.
Probably.
I don't want anyone else.
Well, basically, like, I don't even know how to play basketball. So
Yeah.
Well, 21's an easier game than a game of
right, but I
basketball.
mean, I don't know how to play. You know, I mean,
I'm hoping Craig gets
so it's gonna
injured
be
before
it's gonna
that.
be quite awesome. I mean, I was like 40 years old before I learned how to actually really learn how to shoot. My ex taught me how, because I looked like a freak when I tried to shoot from standing still.
Well, Al, for you
Basically.
young people, back in the 80s, there was this race of people called burnouts.
Yeah.
long hairs.
Al was a long-hair burnout.
Yeah. We didn't play basketball.
No.
They sustained themselves off a diet of Marlboro Reds and Mountain Dew.
And Doritos.
Oh, Doritos.
And that's how they lived.
Yes.
Years on end. The entire 80s decade.
Yeah.
Burnouts. That's
No, they had their training because they could walk faster than any human ever.
Yes.
yeah, long hairs can walk fast.
Walk faster and
because
further.
we always had to walk everywhere because we couldn't get a license or we couldn't afford a car because we had to buy Marlboros, Mountain Dew, and Doritos all the
Yeah.
time.
So if you were in a working class or poor area with white folks, these burnouts were very prevalent.
yes,
Yeah, you walk fast, but also for distance too. So
yeah, oh yeah, absolutely,
it's that was their training.
Usually had like a docking shirt on.
yeah, yeah.
I
I mean,
Some of the lame ones wore a rat shirt.
Yeah, I mean, I
you
was
were more the Metallica thing.
Metallica, Slayer,
Yeah.
Maiden, but yeah.
Remember you had a spree.
Oh,
You
yeah,
did.
that was awesome.
You had that had the purple writing.
Yes.
He used to ride that thing all the time
Yep.
until he got knocked off of it on grass shit.
Yep. I still rode it after that, but
Not as
yeah.
much.
No. Then
But then at that point, you're getting old enough to drive.
yeah.
But
That
Still
kid,
walk
That kid
everywhere,
wanted to
though.
buy it, and I sold it to him for exactly what I paid for it, even though I totally wiped it out like 3 times.
yeah,
Most burnouts had a DUI before they even had a license. There was another thing.
Yeah.
that was the thing. Yeah. So who are the contestants in the basketball game? Obviously,
Well, so far it's just us 4.
okay.
I'm gonna keep it that way, probably.
That would probably be the best. Yeah, because some people might not be good at basketball, but they are more athletic than us.
Yeah, I don't want an athletic
Like-
person.
Jay's been on the show, but I don't think we should have let him be in.
Oh, Jay would probably fucking kill us.
Yeah.
He does like marathons and shit.
Yeah, he exercises and shit.
No.
I'm not going against Jay.
Chris can't play because Chris is too tall. And
Chris
he'll just,
is about 6'3" or 4.
he'll
so,
just stand there and dunk.
so fuck that. No
Yeah.
Chris.
No, Chris.
Nick is still in good shape.
Fuck no, Nick. Nick does like, yeah.
I'll let Matt in because he's like Al. He doesn't.
Yeah, he doesn't play
So
sports.
if Matt,
Yeah, right.
Matt won't want to do it, so that's why I say it too.
Yeah.
There's no chance that he'll do it. And that's
yeah.
it.
Oh, wait. Frank can be in, right?
Yeah, Frank.
Not Bobby, though.
No, not Bobby. Bobby's
Frank.
6'2". I'm not having Bobby do it.
Bobby still kind of works out and stuff.
Frank-
Yeah,
Frank,
no Bobby.
Frank's pretty competitive, though.
Well, Frank's out of shape, but when he was young, he was pretty athletic.
Yeah,
But I doubt he can do anything right now.
But he's competitive, so he might like force himself to like try to beat you, like
He
really
might.
and make and hurt himself. So it'd be great.
I say
it'd be great. It'd be great.
I like the idea of the 4 because the 3 of us who were always on the show, and then it was Craig's idea. So
Yeah, and Craig was who I probably played. Me, you, and Craig played 21 for years.
yeah,
Right.
Oh yeah,
years and years and years.
yeah. So yeah,
This is us 4.
just us 4. Fuck everybody
Was it-
else.
Yeah, like I said, Jay's too athletic. Chris is too tall.
No offense, but
Bobby's too big.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna work.
You're
So
all
just us
more than
4.
welcome to come.
you can watch.
but-
Yeah, we like it when you watch.
Yeah,
But if you guys want to play, you guys got to play your own game, and we're not going to record you.
we'll have a party. We'll
For
have a
our
whole
show.
party, and then we can have multiple people filming it.
Yeah,
yeah.
I like it.
And then
God, I got such a good outfit. You guys are gonna be so amazed.
then it could. I wonder if I can still. I probably can't even dunk anymore in that. 8
Oh
foot rim.
yeah, no, I don't.
I don't think I can.
No,
We used to be able to fucking sky on that 8 foot rim.
yeah.
I got fucking
That's why we
injured.
like playing on that rim because we looked awesome on it.
Yeah, then we do to kick it up a notch. We'd use a small ball, like fucking do the Vince Carter and shit. But I was, I would say when I was at my best, I was probably 80 pounds lighter than I am now. It's not gonna go so well.
No, it's gonna be horrible, but it's gonna be great too.
Rest in peace, my knees.
Oh, dude,
Even if I don't get hurt, they're gonna the damage is gonna be. I don't know. So I don't know. We can play. Well, we can do best of 3.
maybe I'll do a cycle before we get to that.
Cycle.
Cycle on some steroids.
Yeah.
We can do training.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you
Or
train though,
just
Dude,
order like
that
go,
would actually
go
be
and order all the Brett Favre, Jerry Rice copper fit stuff,
yeah.
so that you can go out and play,
That might not be a bad idea. That would probably be some interesting shit. Like, if we all do decide to get ready for this and like start training and doing stuff, everybody has to record their own training montage.
Ooh, yeah.
My training montage will be stretching.
But
That'd be it.
I'm gonna do full on Rocky 4. I'm gonna run through the snow, and I'm gonna do stuff in a barn.
Dude, I'm doing I'm doing South Park fucking Stan Darsh, man.
Yeah,
I'm doing the skiing.
the Team America
You need a
montage.
I'm gonna go play pickup ball in the hood.
There you go. Some street ball.
There's like, you guys think you can handle the white plague? Just get dunked on.
Be like, I'm
Dude,
getting,
I just had
getting in
like
shape.
4 different ideas for outfits and shit in the last 5 seconds. This is gonna be so great.
Yeah,
It's gonna be so great.
yeah. I'm gonna the John Stockton Nutters.
Yeah, do it.
That's what I'm doing.
My ideas in my head are so good. I got to decide on one.
I've got a couple of ideas too that are like, yeah,
Yeah.
they're not really basketball related. They're just stupid.
Mine are so far all basketball related.
We might have to have Jay come up because we might need medical staff on and his woman's.
No, that's actually a bad idea. See if Janine's available.
Yeah, because I might freaking go into cardiac arrest.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a
true.
good chance of it.
Well, yeah, either that or get a life alert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight up, just be like, he's falling, he can't get up.
I'm gonna have to take one
Hit
of my
that fucking button.
gonna have to take one of my dad's beta blockers for a start and an aspirin. But then if I get cut, I'll bleed out. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to get some full on knee braces, like the really not like the cloth ones you pull on, but like with the guard and like
The
the
guard.
struts, everything. Like your knee's been reconstructed and shit.
Eric sent the meme of the look. We all agree Randy is handsome, but this is over the top.
Yeah, it's just a big huge puddle around that
Just
lady.
gushing. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's a good.
there's the meme. I'll just put it at the camera. Yeah,
Oh, that's
a,
great.
this is a great meme. So yeah, we're gonna play a game of 21 like we used to when we were young.
What day's Memorial Day this year?
Monday.
Wait, I know that's last Monday, but I think it's later. I think it's like the 28th, so it's pretty late in the month.
More nudes, more subs. Yeah, I know. I don't know. We got a lot to consider.
Yeah.
31st. It's the last day of the month.
I thought it was kind of because
That's perfect.
it was because of the
vernal equinox and the cumulonimbus something.
yeah, something like that.
I don't know what the fuck that was.
Vernal.
The vernal equinox. More nudes does
so
equal
like
more
I,
subs.
yeah, like because I was looking at the whole year because I'm going on vacation for Christmas.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'm going somewhere.
Next year?
Yeah.
You going on a cruise?
No, I don't know if I'm gonna be. I don't know if I'm gonna be prepared for that one. I'm
I don't
thinking
know if anybody's
Hawaii.
gonna be prepared
I'm thinking
for it.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to get on a boat with somebody fucking sharing the fucking ventilation.
Yeah, I'm thinking like
Just stay on the deck the whole time.
fly into.
Don't ever go to your
Fucking
room.
sleep at the pool. Just,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't come near me.
Because like I think the way like this year, like what was it? Thursday and Friday were the holidays. That I was paid for. Even in Christmas and then even New Year's. So it's probably going to be kind of the same next year because it's going to be Friday and Saturday.
Yeah, because this holiday itself will actually be on a
So
Saturday.
more than likely, I'll probably have Thursday, Friday, both those weeks again. You know.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that whole week, both those whole weeks, just be gone somewhere. I mean, I'll probably be around, but I'm probably gonna get out of town because by then I'll be done with my
Let's go to Hawaii.
parole or whatever.
Parole, yeah.
Yeah, I'll be done.
Your parole officer's on the phone.
Yeah.
Remember how last week I talked about the relapse heroin guy?
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
across the street.
Yeah.
Johnny.
Yeah,
The funny thing, what he did,
that was in your garbage. And
he relapsed the day his parole ended. That's what the girl's like.
that's
so
what happened to this guy. I know.
And he's like totally like, oh, I guess I can go back to it. Like,
Time to shoot some up.
no, that's time to never do it again.
Yeah.
You made it.
There was
You know?
there was this chick that I was kind of on and off with, and she had this buddy of hers that I got to know a little bit. He was a really cool guy, really nice guy, and he was on parole for like 2.5 years or something like that, and he was getting off. But he started his own business. He got so many accounts that he actually was able to get business loans and buy a newer vehicle and all this stuff. And
He made a bunch of money and ended happy, right?
2 days after
Oh, wait, no.
he took a lethal dose of heroin, but he had the Narcan sitting next to him.
Oh,
He had,
yeah.
like,
Oh,
four-
yeah, you told me about that.
He had
I mean, not
four
on air.
roommates or 5 roommates that were there, and he thought somebody would be able to, he's like, I don't know what he was, obviously you never know what they're thinking, but yeah, I saw him that night though. It sucked because he came up to the bar, had a beer with us, and then said, yeah, he was going home, and he went right down and got some and went home.
Well, they say that usually what takes them out is one beer. And the reason the one beer kills them because they're like, oh, I haven't even drank in a year or done nothing. I'll have this beer. What can it hurt? And then they have 2 beers, and they get drunk, and then they end up taking the same amount they used to take when they were a heroin.
That's what, that's
and
what
it's
it
just
was.
too much.
Yeah, that's what it was because that's what they said. They said the dose was probably something he had took 100 times before, but he hadn't done it in 3 years. He'd been clean.
It's like you haven't drank in a year, but you fucking drink a case or something.
Yeah, yeah.
A bunch of shots.
It's like an old school Frank the Tank. He's like, all right, I'll do one beer bong. And he hasn't done it forever, and he has one. He's like, it's so good. Going across your lips.
Yeah, that's like the guy I work with. He's maintaining sobriety, and he'd always bring up that he never makes it past 6 months. And I go, well, the last time, I'm like, you made it past 6 months, and then I went to the midnight shift, so I didn't see him every day. And then all of a sudden, they were like, yeah, he's drinking. He comes into work drunk. He's drinking all day at work. I'm like, oh boy.
Yeah,
And he's not a nice person when he drinks. At all.
think
He likes to
you
start
think you
shit.
can take me, Al? Is that
That's
what you
what
think?
he's a bully.
You motherfucker.
That's why the guy.
Gin
that's,
happened.
That's why he shouldn't. Right. That's why he shouldn't have been drinking. That's why he did time. Several times. He did prison time.
Listen here, you cunt police officer.
He's a mean drunk.
Ooh, he dropped the hard C.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, they
Can't believe you said that word.
I'm
Can't
offended.
understand normal thinking.
Yeah. See you next Tuesday.
Yeah, I remember a friend of mine, the guy that used to chop trees down.
Yeah.
I remember the day he relapsed, and he hadn't drank in 10 years. He'd done nothing.
Nothing.
He completely clean, sober, everything. and he showed up to. I had a pool party, and he showed up with his kids. He had drove them over, and he was just bombed.
Oh boy!
So immediately, I text his mutual friend who texts the mother of the kids and everything, and he didn't go to. We didn't ruin his life. We didn't go to jail. Just like, hey, we're gonna handle this.
Right.
He's not taking the kids anywhere. Don't worry. Just
No.
all this kind of thing, and just kind of ended it. But man, he went from nothing to just totally bombed.
Oh yeah.
Immediately.
I mean, that's
and just like falling around my backyard and everything. I was like, oh boy.
Well, and honestly, that's kind of like something that like it terrifies me to the point where I won't do it because because I quit smoking before and I knew what it was like when I quit for like a couple months and started back up, and it was like I couldn't get enough nicotine in my body.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, you come back like stronger.
Oh yeah, man. I quit smoking. I was smoking a pack and a half, and next thing you know, I'm like horfing down 3.5 packs in a day. I'm like, lighting one off of another, and I'm like, that's what freaks me out is that shit's what it's what happens to people with heroin or alcohol or anything.
You get the addictive personality.
Yeah. So to me, it's like I'm not going to take that chance. I don't want to take that chance. So
yeah, it's not. Yeah, and I'm sure you still have friends too. Like, hey man, come on, just have one, and
yeah,
it's like, dude, no.
Most of them are cool, but there are a couple
that
have said, when you're done with that probation, I go, what? When I'm done, what? Oh, we'll go have one, man. Oh, well, no. No, we won't. I mean, you can, and I'll come and have some iced tea or something, but I'm good.
There are some people, it's kind of rare, but it's enough of the population where it's an issue, but there are just some people that just can't drink.
Yeah.
Just shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
It's just not worth it. And you don't want friends that fucking talk.
For me, it was, I handled it a lot of times, but then a lot of times I didn't. But I just got sick of feeling like shit, too. I don't feel like shit anymore. I remember everything now.
That's weird.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I don't know that I would have that problem, but I'm not going to attempt it.
Yeah, you don't want to take a chance.
And then on top of it, another thing that a lot of people, when they go into recovery, that they don't realize is that you have to acknowledge the triggers because there are triggers around.
Usually boredom is
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah, that's big time. But I mean, with a lot of people, it's certain things, certain events, certain days. Well,
the good thing that this high unemployment and pandemic and lockdowns. It's probably really easy now to just keep that sobriety.
Right.
Yeah. No temptation, nothing.
Yeah. They say that actually, like drug use, deaths, alcohol deaths, beatings, murders, everything is fucking through the roof right now.
Well, I know drinking's up because there's a whole group that I'm part of, but I don't really partake, that is all about just chugging.
Is that the
alcohol.
Michigan Chugs?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna post on their fucking page.
Yeah.
This video, me saying this. Your page used to be awesome, and then there just became a bunch of fucking models and shit from L.A.
Yeah.
I'm from L.A., but Michigan Chug, like, no.
You should have to be from Michigan to be in it.
Yeah, and we've talked about the
yeah.
Reddit, like, bigger than you thought, and then it gets taken over by professional whores.
Yeah.
I don't want professional whores.
The other ones are the same way. The girls finishing the job.
I want regular whores.
I want you regular Michigan.
It's just a Michigan titties.
Kind of hot whores.
Yeah, I don't need you to be smoking hot.
No, because then I'm probably not going to be able to nail you. Maybe,
and then
there's not a possibility of it.
Yeah, and then the guys would be on the page, and they would do something really like creative with their chug, and get like 3 likes. Some average looking girl that's like a 5.
Yeah,
you have slightly big tits and just get like 140 likes.
Yep,
simps.
There's thirsty simps, literally, because you. Just drinking all the time. You're thirsty.
Yeah.
Thirsty simps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyway, everything gets taken over by fucking porn chicks. They take everything over.
Yeah.
Speaking of drinking and sobriety, that year in review video you did.
Yeah, I did a year in review. And
It took you like 8 hours to.
It took me like 8 hours to go over, and the only part that I screwed the audio up was your sobriety one.
The only
like,
serious
the only serious positive message in that whole. It was just 26 minutes of us shitting on people, tearing things down. The one positive message, Al's sobriety, that one, like when I, adjusted the audio, if you don't hit enter a bunch of times, it don't take sometimes. The audio fix, and it didn't take, and then your audio is real low. Your singing from Run the Gauntlet is drowning it out. So you're drowned out by your own voice in that part. So it's like, we can't even attempt to have any positive message anymore.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah.
We didn't really need to give a positive message out for 2020 because it was such a positive year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's so upbeat. And
Everything,
happy.
the outlook for the next decade is, bleak. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Grim.
Yes. I have no idea. I mean, like, it wasn't that bad of a year for me personally. I mean, I worked all year, and I mean, everything. I mean, there was nothing majorly bad. 2019 was a lot worse for me than that. I mean, half.
Well, you were in fucking jail.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's the year. I started out the year. I was like, I'm gonna get sober, and then I didn't, and then I got in trouble. But I lost one of my best friends. I
remember Brian.
And I mean, and I spiraled, and then and then I got sober. So the second half, like, jail wasn't that big of a deal to me because I knew the punishment going in when I got in trouble. The sobriety was great, but the first half of the year sucked. A lot worse than 2020 for me. But I know that 2020 sucked for so many people, and I feel for so many people. That,
and not to shit on your life, because that's not what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
But your life is pretty much that. You work, and then you live in the basement.
Oh yeah, that's it.
And you go some places with your friend.
Yeah, that's
none
it.
of your stuff changed.
No,
literally,
I still do the same thing.
Yeah,
I go to Walmart.
Your year was
on the
exactly the same.
I feel like you're talking to me too.
I go to Walmart on the weekend.
Well, no, not necessarily,
or Lowe's.
because I mean, Alan would see people, but not to the same extent you might see people. You probably don't see people as much as you did.
No,
So it did change for you.
Well, though I didn't completely stop alcohol. I drank 5 times in a calendar year. That's like a low for my adulthood.
Right.
So I and people, there is a lot of positives to not drinking, way more than there are negative. But one of the negatives is your social life does tank.
Oh, it's done.
Fuck yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
It's fucking over. Because if you're not drinking, the idea of hanging out kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I just like doing what I like to do when I'm not drinking.
Yeah.
If I'm drunk, then I noticed that when I was sitting here drinking it, like the old, like, I think I'm going to go to Frank's. You know what? Are there any women around? I started like stuff that didn't even.
As soon as the alcohol hit your lips, you just revert back immediately.
Yeah, like maybe I can run it. I wonder if that girl fucking. I start thinking of all the shit I want to do, and then the next day when I'm sober, just don't even think about it for. Whatever.
Yeah, like there's like no.
You don't want to do anything.
There's no social life. I mean, I do want to go out, but I don't want to drink.
Yeah,
but
You ever consider church?
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, like, for a while, I was
can't even
going
do the gym. The gym was another sobriety. You can't go to a fucking gym.
No.
I went to that first 6 months or so. I went to AA quite a bit with my friend, and I got to know a good group of people too, younger people that were more in my age bracket, who related to a lot of the things that I was dealing with. So it was kind of good. But then, the one group that I met with, they moved around. They're not at the same place, and now there's none. They're not even doing anything now because they kept shutting down.
Yeah,
the COVID kept shutting it down. So, but I mean, I keep in contact a little bit with them, but I guess at this point, right now, I'm content.
That's all that matters.
So I'm good with it. But that's why I was saying I'm going on vacation because, I need to do something.
Yeah.
This year to kind of, because I don't want to stagnate, and just kind of like fall into that rut because, I don't want to fall off the wagon.
No.
So
Yeah.
You gotta change. Yeah, definitely gotta keep stuff that's gonna keep you preoccupied.
Yeah. So I mean, I got stuff to do at the house, but then there's, I'm gonna want to be outside. I like to be outside.
Yeah, outside is a big help.
Yeah, I like to be outside.
Ugh.
So
Going for walks.
Ugh, outside.
I walk all the time. So I mean,
I pretty much I play video games and fuck around inside. So 80 or 90% of my life is fine with the lockdown, but there are times where like I just want to, believe it or not, be around people.
do something. Yeah.
And the thing is, this is a good year for me to drink less, and maybe next year too, same thing. Even if I was full in my full like drinking mode where I was drinking, and I wouldn't be going and hanging around people. I don't want to, I don't want to catch that.
No.
I'm not paranoid about it. Like a lot of people are fucking straight up paranoid. I have people over. But there are reasonable precautions, and one of them, I'm not going to a fucking house full of people.
Hell no.
I'm not doing that.
no.
I'll go. I mean, I'll go over to Frank's and sit with him or something. But
Yeah,
I'm not.
but he's fucking lame too, isn't he?
Yeah. I'm not gonna go to like a party. Like if someone's like, oh, there's 30, 40 people. Like, nah, that ain't worth the risk.
Ooh. There's more than 10. It's illegal. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah, especially like, I mean, because you go to something like that, you don't know. You guarantee you don't know half the people.
Mm-hmm.
If you go to a party and there's 40 people, you're probably not knowing 20 of them.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Now, the first time though I left the house, it was like I think it was like almost May. I left like not a store or anything. I went, and Frank had about 12 people, but in his garage with the door open, so it was good ventilation. I was so awkward. I was like,
yeah, right.
hey, how's it
Someone
going?
comes in here, he's like, "Don't fucking touch me!"
And there was this drunk girl that just, as drunk girls do, she sat on my lap. How you doing? What's your? I'm like, normally
touched your dick.
Normally I would have been like, oh, how you doing? But no, I was like,
Yeah. You're like,
I don't know the fuck who you've been.
Yeah, you've got the COVID.
Yeah, get off me.
She doesn't
man.
have COVID. She probably has something.
You
else.
got something. I don't know.
You definitely have something.
Yeah, you're catching something. COVID's the least of my worries.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think I definitely still want to do an 80s cruise, but I want to
Like
probably
2023.
You know what? I'm cool.
45.
I'm cool with doing that for my 50th, 2023. That's my 50th birthday.
Yeah, by then they'll have this licked.
I'm cool with waiting until then. I mean, dude, go on an 80s cruise when I turn 50. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Samantha Fox.
Samantha Fox.
That's the whole goal.
Oh yeah.
If Tiffany's there, I'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Running just as fast as you can.
Yeah.
Oh,
He said,
we got Fortney.
Jay, why aren't you here?
And then she looked at you and said, "Don't fuck with me, retard."
Yeah.
It's retard.
Retard.
Don't fuck with me, retard.
I forgot.
That's your drop, Jay.
I knew there was a clip that he wanted you to play.
Don't fuck with me, retard.
There you
What
go,
is
Jay.
that?
That's Rebecca De Mornay.
And the Rocks of Cradle.
Oh my God! I totally forgot.
She said that to Ernie Hudson.
You know how rock hard I am right now?
Yeah.
Dude, that was like
Play it
what,
again.
What was that, like 1990?
Don't fuck with me, retard.
Oh yeah.
Wasn't it like 1990?
93, I think.
Was it that late?
Yeah, it might be. I'm pretty sure it was not 90 though.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna say 93.
And he's sitting in the corner like up against the wall.
He's just so hard.
Right.
Yeah. And
She was marking her territory. No retard.
92.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot the movie. I saw the movie at the freaking theater, Roseville Theater.
Yeah, because I did too. That's why I was thinking it was maybe 90 because I might have been working there then.
And I remember
It
thinking
came out
how
at Roseville Theater. It had been like 95. It came out there.
it was definitely, maybe I did see it in 93.
No,
It was at the theater.
it probably, that was one of the movies that it didn't last. If it didn't last very long at the main theaters, they were able to get it quick probably, you know.
I just remember, I don't even remember who I saw it with, but I saw it and like, I was like, this is weird. And then she like breastfeeds not her kid, as Jay said. And you see her tit. And I was like, this is fucking awesome. It's weird, but it's fucking awesome. I was like, this theater's pretty empty. No.
I saw her in Risky Business. So.
Yeah, that's true. Rebecca De Mornay.
Throwing ropes across the room.
Yeah.
We've talked about her. We have a clip.
We do have a clip, yeah.
She's one of the hotter non-Elizabeth Shue women there are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very,
Definitely.
Yeah. But why isn't Jay
Yeah.
here? Jay, why aren't you here?
Yeah, what's up, Jay?
Why do you hate us?
Hey, taking a break?
Must be. Anyways,
Yeah.
we'll get back to him eventually, I'm sure.
Right. Hey, well, real quick, I just want to give a shout out to the Iowa State Cyclones for winning the Fiesta Bowl today.
The Fiesta Bowl.
They have been, I'm a Michigan fan, tried and true, but I have been watching them for the last few years.
Yeah. They got any good players on their team?
They do get some pretty good players on their team. Man. All right, so here's how their receiving core. They have 2 tight ends and 3 receivers, but their 2 tight ends are 6'7".
Ooh.
Their top 2 receivers 6'6".
Yeah.
And then their slot receivers 5'11". And they're beasts. They're beasts. They're blocking beasts on top of it. But Matt Campbell is 41 years old. He's a head coach. This is the second team he's been a head coach of. He does nothing but win. And
Sounds like a good candidate for the Michigan job.
There's talks of him, moving on, but I don't know that he's going to yet. I think that he's got a mission, and the mission is to win the Big 12 and to vie for the college football playoff, because they were ranked number 10 this year.
I think his mission should be make $7 million a year
At
for one of my
Michigan.
teams.
Right, but he's after his second year there, they redid his contract, signed him to an extension, and he makes $3.5 million.
I mean, that's not bad.
At a school that have had they've only had 2 better than 9 game winning season twice, 1906 and in 2000.
Wow.
Other than that, they're bottom of the barrel.
Why not? Let's bring him along.
I just anywhere.
I don't want to change the football subject, but you said a player name earlier that I thought was a fantastic player name, but I can't remember what team he plays for. What's his name?
Oh.
The fantastic
Cavassier Smoke.
Cavassier Smoke.
Plays for the University of Kentucky.
That's his name.
He's a
His
running
name
back.
is Cavassier
Cavassier Smoke.
That might be the best name ever.
It is the greatest name right now in college football. All the broadcasters agree.
Yeah.
Wait,
Cavassier
what's he writing?
Smoke.
Some rando cable channel the other day was playing nothing but the 80s, early 90s salacious domestic thrillers.
Oh, I love
He watched
Pacific
The Hand That
Heights.
Rocks the Cradle, Pacific Heights, and
Love
Sleeping with
Pacific
the
Heights.
Those are all pretty good.
I
Pacific Heights is really good. That's Michael Keaton, right?
Michael Keaton, Matthew Modine, and Melanie Griffith.
Yeah.
Wait, is
Is it Melanie Griffith?
It's Melanie Griffith. I can't remember if it was Matthew Modine. Who's the dude?
I don't know.
Yeah. Either way, I thought of that movie 3 or 4 weeks ago. I'm like, shit, I haven't seen that, and I downloaded it, and then it's been on free cable channels.
Ever since then.
Yeah.
So they were watching what you were.
You were watching classic films, is what you were doing, like Pacific Heights.
Let's see here. Let's look at the cast.
Pacific Heights.
It
Sleeping
is
with the
Matthew Modine.
Now, Sleeping with the Enemy is a good tutorial on what happens if you don't
When you misbehave.
treat your wife correctly wrong.
I was
So you got to abuse them, but you got to make sure they know that there's no out.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
The thing was, she figured she could get out of it, and so she did.
Yeah.
That's where Tom Skerritt messed up.
Was it Tom Skerritt?
Was it Tom? Yeah, I think it was Tom Skerritt.
Was it?
I don't even remember who played her husband.
So the backhand was not hard enough.
Definitely had a mustache, so if it wasn't Tom
What?
Skerritt, it could definitely be confused for him.
I don't know if it was or not. I just think it was.
I'm gonna find out.
Yeah. You should do that. Oh, no. You know what? It was Patrick Bergen.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's right. You're right. He
You're
did look
right.
like Tom Skerritt.
Yeah. Patrick Bergen.
I remember
yeah.
because he was in Patriot games. He was him and Sean Bean were cronies in Patriot games. And then he had a mustache and Sleeping with the Enemy. And he played shit-ass TV Robin Hood for some movie. They're like, Kevin Costner can do it. This guy can do it too. God, that Kevin Costner one was terrible.
And then she cut her hair and tried to hide.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't work, did it?
didn't work.
Because that's
Yeah.
his property. He had to go get what was
Yeah.
his.
He told her he'd find her,
And he did.
and he did.
Totally did. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of feel bad for what happened to him.
Yeah.
But all heroes, sometimes
Yeah.
they die on
they
the
kind of
hill.
recycled that plot a little bit. There was a movie that came out last year, The Invisible Man, that has that chick from The Handmaid's Tale.
Oh,
which is a funny show.
it is.
Handmaid's Tale is not supposed to be funny. I think it's hilarious. Yeah, what's her name? Elizabeth Moss?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's her. She's a Scientologist. Anyways,
Oh,
the Invisible Man. It's
Oh,
like
man.
she has her hubby who is an asshole to her and he beats her and stuff, but she's never going to go away from him. But then she does. And then he fakes his own death and then finds some way to turn invisible just to stalk her, come back and control her even more.
As you should.
Takes it to the next level. I haven't watched the movie yet, but I heard it's
Look,
decent.
when you took your vows, did it say when things get a little tough, leave? That's not what you say.
no.
No.
When you don't like
You
when
ride
you
it
don't
out.
put all the cans in the pantry in alphabetical order, you
Yeah.
just and you get the back of the hand. What that's it? You get to walk out? No.
See,
you get
it's-
to fake your own death?
You
No.
should be able to
Look what
bounce a
happened-
quarter off those sheets.
Look what happened to Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
either you or her. Who's gonna be the hammer? Who's gonna be the nail?
Yep.
It's up to you.
Exactly.
The guys in the 80s had it right, particularly the 50s, really, because now it's the guy who's getting beat up, right? It's either you or them.
Exactly. What do you mean my underwear is not color coded?
My mind watching this.
My wife isn't listening, is she?
Yeah. The funniest thing is like someone will
I
clip.
have no worries that anybody I know is listening.
Someone will clip it and make sure that's like who I really am.
Yeah.
Just listen to this raving psycho.
Fucking psycho.
I realize this is a guy that's talking about beating his wife. Like, I haven't even been on a date in years, dude. It's cool. All right. No one's in strike range.
Why are the forks in the spoon
Yeah.
slot
Yeah.
in my divider
I can
here?
see like I'm walking out of my house and all of a sudden like these people are like trying to, hey, we want to ask you questions about Michael, and I'm just gonna start laughing and be like, did you guys take that seriously?
No, I want you guys to sell it. Just go with it because there's no victim.
Yeah,
So
right.
it's like, yeah, dude, he beats Chris. We'll call her Christine.
Yeah.
Christine lives in fear under his. There's like a trap door under his bed.
Yep.
Throws her down.
Yep.
She's still down there.
Dinner's at 5:30, not 5:32. 5:30.
Christine.
Be like, well, look, he's just got he's set in his ways.
Yeah, it's
He
not-
likes things done a certain way,
Yeah.
and if she does them a certain way, then she doesn't. She doesn't.
He's got a bit of OCD. What do you
Yeah,
expect?
like if she listened, it wouldn't happen. She just did what I said the first time. Nothing would happen.
Okay, he said he'll be here maybe in 2 weeks when shit settles down.
2 weeks would be like the what? 16th? Yeah.
And
Something like
the
that.
reality is, I'll turn my back on everything I believe for a halfway decent chick.
Right.
I'll get a hot chick like, get over here and do that. Okay,
Yeah.
whatever you want, sweetheart. That's like 80% of guys anyway. Okay, I just be like everywhere.
Jay, you just got to make sure you're here for the Kobe Bryant anniversary show.
I guess.
Oh yeah.
That's coming up this month.
I'll
Yeah.
end the podcast. No one likes it anyway.
That's yeah.
He died on the 26th. We'll have to do something like the 30th.
Yeah.
But we'll celebrate that anniversary.
Him and Maud.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, actually, Maud was still alive that day. It was the next day that I had to make the tragic decision.
Yeah. So, yeah, are we going to have a party and celebrate the Kobe Bryant anniversary?
yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
When is it?
I'm sure we won't upset
2
anybody.
weeks. Where is it?
Well, he died on the 26th.
26. Yep.
So we'd have to do something like either the week before or the week after, but, whatever.
Really?
Whatever it takes.
Last
We'll
weekend
have
of the
some
month.
Twisted Teas.
Yeah, well, last weekend of the month.
I did almost buy his Twisted Teas. If they would have had them,
He was trying.
they didn't have them.
Yeah.
That was me like, oh, yeah, we always drink these things. These are our favorite. Now they're becoming more popular because,
Yeah.
we're
They're
not jumping on-
they're probably out of stock because someone got their head fucking whacked.
They
with
might
one.
have been, actually. They had none at 7-Eleven.
I guarantee you, like I said, they're going to fight Kobe Bryant.
What?
Yeah, Kobe.
I'm just saying, Kobe died, and all of a sudden coronavirus came.
Yep.
It was like,
There's a lot of symbolism to
Yeah.
his death.
Yeah.
His number,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah. Telling you, man.
How many degrees are in the Masonic Temple?
I don't know.
33.
Oh, yeah.
And he dies, and then there's a big fucking race relations go to shit.
Yeah.
Everything goes bad.
Telling you, man.
They took him out. I'm telling you,
They took him out.
the Black Mamba.
Yep.
He's a reptilian. You guys know that. He even admits that he's a reptilian.
Yeah, Black Mamba. He's always
Speaks different language. We've talked about. Well, I may have talked about this before at some point. Did my voice? I thought my mic was cutting out. It's like they're shutting our. Wait a minute.
They shut us down.
Yeah, they're cutting our feed. They've had enough of this shit. I don't know.
Kobe Bryant.
Yeah. So.
So it's a Tuesday.
All right. So we'll have to do something like either the Saturday before or
Either
Saturday
the
after.
23rd or the 30th.
I guess the 30th would be better because we'd be like, we don't want to do it before because it won't actually be a full year at that point.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Yeah, it's.
I mean, people aren't going to get pissed that we're celebrating his death, are they?
We're just celebrating his life.
Yeah, I'm not. We wouldn't be celebrating the actual death.
Well,
we're
we'll get
just-
more publicity if we celebrate his death.
But we're just celebrating his.
Yeah, I don't feel like getting killed. Sorry.
Yeah.
Have BLM out front.
Oh,
No, I
so you
need
don't
that.
actually want the ratings, is what you're saying? You're all
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
J wrote.
That's what I'm saying.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe Bryant.
Kobe.
Yeah, I don't want that smoke, yo.
No.
Don't want that Crevassier smoke.
No, I don't want it, man.
I remember that day, like, you know, because Dad and I were going up to the vet.
Yeah.
And Maud was already in there, and he was taking me back up there to sign some papers for them to do tests. And Mom was like, "Did you hear about Kobe Bryant?" I'm like, and I blurted out because the night before, something that LeBron did, like, broke Kobe's record, one of Kobe's records, and
Yeah.
Kobe had got. I go, yeah. LeBron broke his record like the night before or 2 nights before. Mom's like, no, they said he just died in a helicopter crash. I'm like, what? And I mean, like the night before, I was just watching on ESPN the big to do of like how he, how LeBron. I don't remember what record it was.
I don't either. But it was some record.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of people don't realize this, but I don't know if you guys even know this, but Kobe Bryant, one of his biggest idols, one of the people he worshipped, was Stevie Ray Vaughan, and he also died in a helicopter crash. You guys know that?
I had no idea. That seems like a bit of a stretch, but
No, it's absolute truth.
yeah,
Also, he was distantly related to Richie Valens.
he really loved.
Yeah.
Was it Alan Kowicki? Was that another one?
Oh yeah, that was the race car driver, right?
Yeah.
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 Yep. Kobe Bryant was related to Richie Valens distantly, and he was a big fan of Stevie Ray Vaughan.
They really
Yeah.
liked Airwolf too.
Airwolf, huge Jan
Huge.
Michael Vanson fans.
Huge fan of Stringfellow Hawk.
Yep.
Our-
That's the worst name ever for a TV show character. Stringfellow Hawk. What? Hawk's cool.
His first name was
Stringfellow?
Stringfellow.
Stringfellow.
That's
How the fuck did he even come up with that?
gosh.
String-
God, man.
I think Sylvester Stallone has better names for his opponents
Yeah.
than that. Union Kane,
Union Kane, Mason Dixon
Yeah.
was another one later on.
Ivan Drago.
I'm telling you, man.
Some of the best names possible.
Oh, absolutely.
Like the Rocky movie, the whole thing about Ivan Drago was he's on steroids, and steroids really don't get the win. But Rocky is just every bit as ripped.
Yeah.
He's not on steroids.
No,
today.
there's no way. Well, no.
And at the point he was like 39, and he's fucking ripped.
I mean, you saw how he trained for like 2 weeks, right?
Yeah, only the Russians took steroids. Our athletes dominated for years, clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never
Yeah.
took a thing. Remember the whole thing with Ben Johnson, 1 year an American didn't win the sprinting. This is before Usain Bolt.
Yeah.
We won the sprinting every year, and the 1 year we didn't. That Canadian's a fucking cheater. That cheating scum Ben Johnson.
Yeah.
Fuck him. Fuck Canada. They're a bunch of cheating fucks. Then like later in his career is totally admitted that Carl fucking Lewis was on shit.
Oh, yeah.
Taking steroids.
Yeah.
I got news for everybody. Here's the truth no one wants to tell you. Most, if not all, major athletes are on steroids of some form, some sort of performance. You do not become the best by not taking the best shit available.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Granted, they already have the good genetics.
Right.
You know, LeBron would already be a great basketball player, but he's got things in his medicine cabinet you don't.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like an NFL guy, He's 6'5", 320, runs a 4.3 40. Yeah, that
No, he
happens
doesn't.
naturally.
Yeah.
Give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
Steroids don't make you run faster, man.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, Bill Polian from
Indy.
Indy, Buffalo Bills.
I don't care that they're doing it. It's just that they are doing it. I'm just telling you.
He always said, like, as far as everything goes with an athlete, he's like, the one thing is you can't teach speed.
No.
You're either fast or you're not.
Yeah.
But
But
to be in better physical shape helps with your
everything else.
everything else. So
Well, the thing like
Love your mic skills there, Alan. That was
Yeah.
great.
dude looks like a lady.
Yeah.
I was doing Steven Tyler.
Living up,
Give it up, doop.
skip it up, Can't even do it.
I know.
No.
That was
Yeah.
spot on.
No.
Anyways, you can't teach speed. That's true.
No, all
Speaking
them
of speed, Steven Tyler.
yeah, all the bodybuilders. They're natural too. They're
Oh yeah, right.
clean,
Yeah.
clean as a whistle.
Well,
Arnold used weeder powder to get that big.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. I absolutely believe that, without a doubt.
Joe Weider's special
Yeah.
powder that has a little protein. You can eat like two
Yeah.
tablespoons of peanut butter. You get the same thing.
Yeah.
They're selling people that fucking powder.
It's the amino acids in it, man.
It's amino acids, the BCAAs,
Yeah.
creatine,
That's all it is.
all that shit.
You can't get that shit from peanut butter.
No,
I don't think, actually, can you?
like when an honest bodybuilder came along, like Rich Piana, he was hated for it. He goes instead of taking supplements, just eat more. Just take food, eat it.
Yeah.
That's the best.
I mean, you don't want to be slamming, cholesterol-filled shit, but
No. And you want to take steroids. That's basically what you have to do.
yeah.
Mhm.
If you want to win
Yeah.
in the end. There are a few great athletes that they're fairly recent that I believe they weren't on shit. One of them was Deion Sanders because he didn't even work out, they said.
Yeah.
He just didn't work out. He was just faster than everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Well, yeah, I mean, like Ken Griffey Jr. was a great athlete, but obviously you saw he got hurt a lot.
Yeah.
He would have taken steroids, he probably wouldn't have been hurt a lot.
If he would have taken steroids, he would have been better than Barry Bonds, in my opinion.
He'd have been
Absolutely.
better than
Because he was hit the only person when they were both natural, like when Bonds before he fucking his head
before
he got an Easter Island head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before his head got gigantic.
Yeah, but
Because he was a pea head, and then
but
all of a sudden he
they were
wasn't.
the number one and number two best players.
Yeah.
And I think Griffey was slightly better.
yeah.
Yeah.
And not a lot better, but slightly better.
I think he
And
was
if he
just
would've took
all around
steroids,
better
he-
baseball player. But yeah.
If he would have taken steroids, he would have fucking
Yep.
They were like the same person.
Yeah.
Both of their dads were
Yeah.
it was like the same guy.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
really weird, but yeah.
Except for the Ken Griffey
Didn't
Jr.
take-
didn't take steroids, but it was also nice. And Barry Bonds was kind of an asshole. But
Barry Bonds was a complete asshole.
Yeah.
But we've talked about it. To be great, you kind of have to be an
yeah,
asshole.
yeah,
It's like Randy Johnson.
Yeah.
I guarantee you that, like, I've heard stories about how Randy Johnson treated people poorly. I believe all of them.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
'Cause I can tell by looking at him, he doesn't like anyone.
No.
Right.
And Barry Bonds seemed more pleasant, but he wasn't.
No.
I
He's a
think
dick.
One of his teammates said he had a roped off area of his of the locker room, and he had a big screen TV, and you got kicked out if you looked at his TV. So if Barry Bonds say he's over there by my fridge watching TV, and he saw you looking at his TV, you got removed,
Wow.
and that would be like the fucking catcher. Like, dude, how could you be on a team with someone like that?
I don't get
Yeah.
it.
Right.
It's like
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Like, that makes.
I mean, at
Fucking
least
guy.
no. Jordan was an asshole, but he still embedded himself with the guys, and like, he would like compete against them and give them shit. But he was like embedded with them. He wasn't
Right.
like separate than them.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
He was horrible, but but he led from the front, not from like the outside. So that's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of them guys were like that. They're complete assholes, but they're still like cared about their teammate. Barry Bonds, his teammates could have died in a fucking drowning. He wouldn't have saved him.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think if Ken Griffey Jr. had the steroids, you're talking
Oh,
800 or 900 home runs, and I'm not even exaggerating.
I'm not
honestly.
either. I'm not either. Because look at how. Look
Did
at
anyone
all
have
the-
a nicer stroke than that
No,
guy?
that's what I was gonna say. The best stroke you've ever seen in your life.
Look at the amount of time he was out with injuries.
Yeah.
If he wasn't injured during that time, if he was playing during that time, yeah, I mean, he would have been crushing it.
And I mean, as far as
Steroids would
skills,
have also prolonged everything.
yeah. But the outfielding skills way better
Oh
Yeah.
defensively than Barry Bonds.
That's what I mean. He was an all-around better baseball player.
Yeah.
all around
Amazing.
better.
So
Yeah.
that stroke is just the most
Yeah,
natural.
to me, he was like one of the most complete baseball players that I saw in my time.
And then another thing with those two that makes me hate their ability, because I'm so jealous.
Jealous, yeah.
They had a fucking celebrity dunk contest, and Barry Bonds and Ken Griffey are just doing beautiful dunks.
Of course.
Like, this is from like 92 or something.
Right.
And they're
Sons of
fucking, I mean,
bitches.
I'm not saying they look like Vince Carter or anything, but they're doing like reverse dunks. And
Yeah.
Like perfectly. And then there was like them, and then, Deion Sanders, another guy from dunking. It's like, what the this is not right.
Yeah, Deion Sanders, freak athlete.
Save some pussy
Just
for
an
other people.
incredible
Jesus.
athlete, really.
Yeah.
You know.
There's a lot of people that just, for some reason, even not just their own sport, but other sports, they just take to, and they're
So
just.
he was a dual sport.
Oh, I know. That's
right?
yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
that little white receiver for New England, Edelman, or what's
Julian Edelman.
He's fucking does dunks. I saw.
Yeah.
He's just like
Yeah.
doing reverse dunks.
Yeah, he's
like-
he's another one. He's a great athlete. He was a quarterback, at Kent
yeah.
State.
Yeah.
What is he like 5'8" and he can dunk?
Yeah, I'm not. He's.
I think they list him at
5'9".
I think they list him at 5'11", and he's not 5'11".
He's not 5'11". No way.
No.
No, because I saw him stand next to Brady, and Brady's what 6'3", 6'2.5".
Yeah, and it's not even close.
He's not even close. No. Yeah. That'd be like Wes Welker, the guy that was there before him, say that dude was 5'8" at best, maybe 5'9".
no. Everything I
I
heard,
wouldn't
Wes
even
Welker's
go-
5'7".
Yeah, I
I got Barry Sanders said he was 5'7", and there's no way he was 5 foot even that tall.
No.
Because I didn't see him up close, but I was in Royal Oak, and he was walking with his family on the other side of Main Street, and I saw him, and I'm like, from that distance, he's like 5'5".
Did you run up on him and say, "Oh my God!
No, I didn't do anything.
Oh my God, man!"
I've talked about it before. I never ambush celebrities because I'm not bothering anyone.
Yeah.
Because I know how much I hate being bothered. I'm not going to bother anyone else.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I hate
They
when
owe
people,
you.
I hate when people run up to me like,
Yeah.
They owe you. You should have run up to him because he owes you. You made him.
Yeah. Barry, I built your house.
mm.
I built your fucking house. Sign an autograph right now.
Do it. It's like I can't. My kids are here. Shut up about your kids. Sign it now.
Yeah.
I don't care about your damn kids.
Your
Barry,
fault for having kids.
Get your kids out of here and fucking take a picture with me.
Fuck your kids.
Yeah.
Your wife's hot. She can stay.
Yeah.
I don't know if she is or not. I was just.
I have no idea.
I'm
I
mad.
think he's
she
divorced.
she was a news chick. She did divorce.
Oh,
him.
that's right. He
They're
did.
divorced.
Yeah.
I think he's.
But at
he's-
that point, I think they're still together.
yeah, I don't think he's. They divorced in the last several years.
Mm.
Yeah. When when
Wait, did he marry that Asha Blake? Wasn't that
I don't
the
know
one?
which one she was.
She's mixed.
Yeah, that really
Married
hot,
her?
light skinned black chick.
Maybe I'm thinking of someone else, but yeah, I think she was mixed. She was good looking.
yeah, but I don't think they're.
Mm-mm.
I think they're divorced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, back
I
in
think
So
the,
you're saying
la-
she's
and
back in the
single.
good old days when they hired news reporters for how they looked.
Yeah.
Not for what they really
Yeah,
do.
Not this
for
whole
other stuff.
integrity thing.
Yeah, I don't care about this journalistic ability.
No.
I want something that I can look at when I'm hearing about the shots on the east side, people getting shot,
Yeah.
whatever. They always had the on-site reporter down there. Like, man, I hope you got security for her.
Yeah.
Get down there in the hood, you know.
They do. You can't see him, but next to the cameraman, there's like 3 armed guards. They're ready. Security force.
Yeah, I wonder how much that's changed. Because remember, you have the old school news vans, and they had the giant like antennas on them.
Yeah.
That went up. Do they even need that anymore with the internet?
I don't know. I mean, you
It's
still
like a
see
Wi-Fi camera.
they
now.
always have stuff on top of the vans. Even the new smaller vans they use now, they still have technology on top of it. I don't know what it's for. I
don't either.
No.
Not gonna pretend to know.
No. Maybe it's like Ghostbuster type shit, like they have on top of Ecto One.
Yeah.
I really don't know.
Another person actually before he got on steroids, Mark McGwire hit 49 home runs his rookie year.
Yeah.
He had a ton of power, like natural power.
Yeah,
it just went to another level when he fucking started.
Steroids.
Yeah, because like
eating
I
them
remember,
vitamins.
I remember when when I first saw him play, I was like amazed with him, you know, because he was just kind of wasn't big. He was
just a solid looking dude.
Yeah.
Then the king of fat Cecil Fielder, my hero.
Yeah.
yeah.
He fucking could mash like no other. He wasn't on nothing.
He's on triple cheeseburgers.
Yeah, he was on hoagies.
Yeah.
Just fucking smashing it. I already put it over the fucking Tiger Stadium left field, which is much harder.
Oh,
Much harder.
So
him and Mickey Mantle were like the only two people to do it.
yeah. Yep.
What was the other steroid guy? Canseco.
Oh yeah.
Dude could hit. Dude could run. He was fast for a big guy.
He did a 40-40.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck that guy though.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
He's not a good man.
No.
Piece of shit. He's the one that fucking broke the whole scandal, which wasn't even a scandal really, because it was not illegal in baseball.
Well, yeah, at the time, no.
It wasn't.
No.
And that's like, so when I hear people who are younger, who are younger generation, they're like, oh, well, yeah, Clemens and all those guys, they shouldn't be in. I go, it wasn't illegal.
Yeah.
They should be in the Hall of Fame based on their stats. Sorry.
It would be like, okay, we're going to take away all of Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris, all their shit, because they used to drink a lot. It's totally legal. It doesn't matter.
But they were drinking, womenizing. They were out doing whatever they wanted.
Yeah.
Babe Ruth did all kinds of like cocaine and shit.
Ask Daryl Evans. Daryl Evans tell you in the 70s, man, all we did was cocaine. So there was guys doing cocaine. There was guys doing steroids.
PEDs.
They were just everything.
Yeah.
Cocaine's a good PED.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, do a bump before the game? Sure. During the game? Sure.
Yeah, especially back then, man. That
You're in a
cocaine was
dugout.
good.
You're in a dugout.
How do you think Ricky Henderson stole 131 bases in a year?
Back
He was on
then,
drugs.
You got to remember that back then, that cocaine, that was before the drug dealers learned that you could stomp that with like pretty much any white bullshit you wanted and sell it.
Ricky Henderson's stories, I could listen to him all day because he's just one of those people that is kind of off on his own planet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he played so long that he forgets people and stuff.
Yeah.
And then they asked him he went up to John Olerud, the guy that wore the helmet as he was on the
first baseman, yeah.
And he's like, he went up to John Olerud. This is like later in his career. He's like, oh, you wear a helmet when you play off the field? He's like, yeah. He goes, I played with a guy once that did it about 10 years ago. He goes, yeah, Ricky, it was me.
Yeah.
He didn't even remember that it was John Olerud that he played with.
Because he played with so many people in his life.
Yeah,
but he's forgetful too.
Yeah.
I played with a guy in Toronto that had. He's like, yeah, that was me, Ricky.
Yeah. How many teams?
Good to see you.
How many teams did he play for? In his,
it had to be 8.
Because
9.
like even like after like Major League, he was playing minor league he played for several minor league teams, AAA teams afterward.
And then he struggled to think of Tony Gwynn's name.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's like, I played with that guy that good hitter, Gwynn, I think his name.
The greatest hitter of his generation.
He's like, Gwynn.
Yeah, Gwynn. Fred Gwynn. No,
not Fred.
No, Tony.
Yeah, anyone that has, any of you young folks, if you ever saw Tony Gwynn and then heard an audio recording of
You
him,
would not know.
You would not put it together.
No.
At all.
No.
Yeah.
He's a total black nerd.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
like
me and Stan Musial, it was one of the greatest days of my life when I met him.
He is the epitome of what every black comedian says
When they're
making fun of white guys.
That's Tony Gwynn's voice.
That is Tony Gwynn's voice.
You know how Tiger Woods sounds
just like this, and that is Tony Gwynn's.
You know how
voice.
Tiger Woods sounds like a nerdy white guy? A times 10, and that's Tony Gwynn.
Tony Gwynn makes Tiger Woods seem hood.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, Tony Gwynn's a fucking dork.
Oh, he was such a dork.
There was a guy in the UFC like that. I can't. There was a new guy.
Yeah.
And he had a really good knockout, and I was like, and he's black guy. He's got some tatted up bikes. So, he's like, yeah, man, I went out there, kicked his face right the fuck in. Like, he's like, yeah, man, I really in my camp, all the guys, all the people around me, I got a great team.
He's well spoken.
Like I just didn't expect him to be a dork.
He is really well spoken.
Like Daniel Cormier, same thing.
Oh, Daniel Cormier, yeah.
Yeah, it's like he's a super hardcore pro wrestling fan too.
Yeah.
This is like, yeah. Is he like Dungeons and Dragons?
Well, they should. You know what though?
I
I
go on
think
my ham radio when I get home.
I think those guys like that though. You know, you're still trying to portray an image. You're supposed to be a badass. They should be pushing their voices.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Like
They should totally push. Everybody should push their voice. Like you're trying to be more intimidating as a fighter.
the YouTube horror channels and true crime.
Oh, they're the worst.
All the narrators, like
You know, like strip club and DJ guys always push their voice.
hooray,
Yeah, the YouTube horror is the worst.
they always they have the scary music, like the ominous like ambient music going like underneath it, and they're like, Bob Smith had walked in. he had left his shop as he did every day, but little did he know. And it's like, all right, dude, it's already creepy. You know, you're doing the like. Or they'll have the worst one. I wanted to get the clip of it because it was so over the top. He actually used some sort of processor to his voice.
Yeah.
And then there's just a screen of like the Grim Reaper, like it's him talking. And he was like, talking about the trench monster of World War I.
Oh.
So supposedly during World War I, the British observed a trench monster, like a wraith, like going through the German trench and like snapping people's bones, like snapping them in half, like a.
Huh.
And I don't. Obviously, it's probably complete bullshit, but they claim to have seen it. And he said, "As the beast went through the trench, and their bones were heard cracking."
This is like
Cracking.
this is on like YouTube.
They bring on YouTube, yeah. And so some. And some of it's not paranormal. Some of it's just like horrible crime stories, like the Chowchilla Kidnapping. You guys ever hear that?
No.
Chowchilla.
I've never heard of it
No.
until today, and it was absolutely horrifying because
What's Chowchilla?
so it's a town in California.
Okay.
Okay.
So what happened? This bus driver, he had gotten he was like a crotchety old man, and he always took good care of the kids and kept them in line and shit. This is like 1976.
Oh wait, is it one of the Bury the Bus?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I
I
watched
heard that when I was a kid.
Yeah, the Bury the Bus. Just look it up. I can't do the horrifics. I can't do it justice how horrific it was.
Bury the bus.
They buried the bus underground.
They did
with
live.
people in it.
So what happened was these guys blocked the road with two vans, just two regular cargo vans. Took the guy at gunpoint and all the kids, 26 kids and one adult in two vans.
Mm-hmm.
Took them to a location, put them all in some sort of vehicle like a van or a box truck or something, and then poured fucking tons of dirt on it. So they were buried, like, 26 people in like a tight area smaller than this room. And basically the kids, and it's all little kids and then one like older kid. All the kids are panicking and crying. The bus driver finally starts to break down, like, because he realized how fucked he was. And one of the 14-year-old boys stand up and goes, "I'm not dying like this. I'm going to try to get out." And he started digging, and then the bus driver, they dug themselves out somehow, by some miracle, dug themselves out of this fucking horrible situation. It was a rock quarry that they took him to. They dug themselves out of the ground, went to the fucking night watchman, and then it was determined, in like 2 hours, they found out who did it. It was the owner of the quarry's son. He had a bunch of debt.
He was trying to get a ransom.
He was doing ransom, and he figures, well, the kids are, are people precious. I figured we'd get a lot of money. He's totally heartless about it, had no, like, contrition.
Yeah.
But he buried him alive, so, I mean, they were going to die if he...
Well, I think, that's the thing.
Well, he's also a moron.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he thought he could get a ransom out of it, but he's such an idiot, he put them in a position where they would have just died if they were left there, because the bus driver said the weight was crushing the roof of the vehicle.
Oh,
They were about to die. Anyways, those of us that are claustrophobic, it's the worst fucking...
Yeah.
And then you're not... It's one thing if you have... Imagine you get screaming kids around you, too, to make the stress worse.
Right.
Fuck that. I'd rather just get shot.
What? Yeah. I mean, there's been
Just
TV shows, movies.
Just
about
blow my
that
fucking
kind of
head
shit.
off. I ain't going nowhere with you. You're blowing my head off right here. I'm not getting in your car.
Yeah.
Just because if you're going with them, they're going to kill you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
9 times out of 10. So just blow my head off. Get in the
Still
car.
kill
No,
me.
I'll just go up to him. Put it right here.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Yep.
You ain't going with it.
Here, I'm going to deep throat that gun right now, and you're going to blow my brains out.
I'm brushing my teeth with it.
Yep.
Because I'm not.
Because you, now, you're not making me suffer.
No.
Fuck you.
Fucking creep. I ain't going to let you make a snuff film with me. Fuck you, man.
No.
Shoot me right here in front of everybody.
Yeah.
You know? It's not because I'm brave. It's because I'm not going to that end. Like, no
It's
way.
actually, it's because I'm not brave, because I don't want to be buried alive or like tortured. Yeah.
Or end up being some guy's fucking flashlight. Who knows what he's going to do?
Yeah,
with you.
no.
Imagine being some guy's fucking. I saw that one of the 4chan horror. Another thing, the 4chan nightmare stories. Some guy took a picture. It was probably staged, 'cause a lot of stuff, but just the concept of it horrified me. There was a little like a bed type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's. I don't know how to describe it, but underneath it, it's had like a cage, like bars under it, and he had a gimp down there, but it was
What?
someone he kidnapped, and he's like, I shoot him up with hormones and make him more feminine, and he just had this sex prisoner,
Yeah.
and it was just like, dude, could you imagine being some dude's pocket pussy, and you're just trapped under a bed,
Man.
and you're just his fuck toy, oh god,
4chan sucks.
probably not true. But just the thought of it scared me to death. There are
shooting him up with the hormones and shit
to make him more feminine. Yeah.
Jesus.
And then they get like the Stockholm syndrome and just go along with everything.
Look, you know, I mean, yeah, it could be fake, but just remember, I mean, you know.
But well, that's the part that gets me, because I don't care if it's fake. Somebody actually thought of that scenario.
Right. Somebody was
at
fucked
some
up
point they
enough
might
to think
do
that.
it.
Yeah, so the fact that you thought that up, not that you acted on it, but that you thought of something like that, that's fucked up.
Dude, Dahmer drilled holes in people's skulls and poured acid into them, trying to make a sex slave zombie.
Yeah,
He really did it.
Yeah.
Drill bit lobotomy.
Yes.
It's a macabre song.
He really did it. So, I mean, it's happened. People have done this shit.
I know, that's what scares me.
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Like somebody talking about
who's
cutting somebody open and stuffing dead baby bunnies in their stomach and shit.
that Morgan story about that? Yeah.
What?
When Morgan was like 8 or 9 years old, he came up with this horrible story. He goes, "You ever hear of the bunny killer?" I'm like, no. He was like a kid. I was already like 20.
Yeah.
He's like, well, the bunny killer, he would kill people and cut out their insides and stuff live bunnies down there and staple it up and drape them over a bridge with a live bunny in their stomach. And my cousin Michael's like, I know that that's not true, but the fact that you thought of that scares me.
He was like, how old? 8 or 9?
He's like 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah.
Jesus
Thought of the bunny stomach killer.
It was-
Jesus Christ.
Put live, think about that. You cut someone out, you disembowel them and put live bunnies in their stomach.
Jesus.
Noah like that.
Yeah, Noah reacted to that one.
That face means like, oh, that's awesome. Right? That's what that face means?
Yeah, that's like,
Oh, yeah.
Then you guys ever heard of the Ferguson serial killer? The town that had the first Black Lives Matter riot.
Yeah.
yeah. But there was
Missouri.
He was a serial killer that killed hookers, and
What?
they found all his tapes.
Oh.
So he documented as a black serial killer,
yeah.
which is makes him unique.
Yeah,
So
it's a little more unique. Yeah, I guess,
but he killed all his victims and videotaped everything he did. And they said that the videotapes were so bad because the people had they had to watch the crimes because it's like, okay, this is what happened to this person, and you have to watch all the tapes. You have to for your job.
Yeah.
And they said it was so horrific and there was so much footage that they all had PTSD and had to get counseling and everything. Cops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Think about how cops see murders all the time, and even they were like, it fucking put them over the edge. It's like they couldn't.
Yeah, I can't remember the guy's name. But I've read a little bit about him.
The thing on those videos, what was the picture and audio quality good? Was it good, like recording?
I don't know.
Oh,
Well, we just
had
this
a
stuff we got to
camcorder.
find out.
He had a camcorder.
No, it wasn't
Well,
good.
I've
then.
heard audio of it, and he's like beating her, and he's like,
No.
"Call me master." She's like, "Master,"
Oh.
and he's like, whatever he's doing her, I don't know, stabbing her. Who knows?
Samuel Little just died the other day. He's they're saying that he may be the most, when it's all said and done, once they're done investigating, because he had confessed eventually. So far,
I saw that. Yeah,
he died. He's like 80 years old. He was only convicted of 3, but he confessed to like 93 of them and like knew specific details. And he had drawings and paintings that of areas that he did them in. He was like a transient. And they're saying that so far of the 93, they've investigated. They know for sure. They've confirmed that he killed 34. There's 26 more that are pretty much looking like, because a lot of them confess to a lot of things, and they find out that a lot of it's not true. So far, everything that he has said has been true.
So he could be the most prolific.
Yes, like who killed the most. Yes.
Wow.
And like the thing is they had him several times. They had them.
Yeah, but you got to let it.
He was drunk. What are you gonna do?
Yeah, they had him several times. And he served time in prison and stuff for other shit, but yeah, they had him several times. But
yeah, and he died in prison.
They
he just died. Last week.
There was a guy that lived in the Andes, and he had the most high number like for the world.
Yeah,
it was like hundreds.
Yeah,
and because he lived in the Andes, like he just killed so many fucking people that they couldn't. Because you got backpackers, you got villagers, people that go long distances.
No one's gonna miss.
Yeah, he just.
Well, yeah, like in the early 80s.
He was fucking just killing. They think he killed like hundreds.
In the early 80s, I mean, you had Andrei Chikatilo in Russia. He did it in such a short time.
Citizen X, right?
Yeah. He did it in such a short time. He killed 54 people, kids, basically, in such a short time. But they kept overlooking him because he was a citizen. He was a teacher.
Yeah.
They said, no, it's the gays. It's in the guys in the gay community, or it's transients, or it's somebody who isn't a citizen. And it was all basically how they ended up catching him was when communism fell.
Yeah, communism, folks. A citizen is someone that has kind of a job that the state approves.
Yeah. Yes, they have papers that basically,
But he when I watched them, it was an HBO movie.
Yeah.
Yes, isn't it?
Yeah,
I like how they do executions there. They don't. It's not elaborate. There's not They said, "Can you turn your head, please?"
Oh,
That's
yeah, they walked him into a room. Remember the room?
Yeah.
You could see like how it drains all the way right into the middle.
Yeah.
And they just walk him in the room after he was convicted. Done.
Yeah.
That's the way you do it.
But basically how that ended was how they ended up catching him was because communism ended, and then they started using the FBI and their profiling, and they got computers, and they were able to start. And all along, they had this guy several times in their grasp, But they were like, if he would have never got caught,
I would have killed probably hundreds.
Hundreds, yeah. I mean, there's a lot of them in Germany too, man. Holy crap.
Yeah, the serial killers in Eastern Europe are fucking brutal.
Yeah.
And actually, I would say I've never really watched a lot of the cartel videos, and I heard they're the worst.
Oh, yeah.
Look, I can't stomach them. But I would say the worst video I actually witnessed was the Depresnick Maniacs.
Yeah.
Or I don't know the name of the actual town. We call it Depresnick. It's like Dnipropetrovsk. It's a river in Ukraine.
Yeah.
These guys are the two guys, one hammer.
Yeah.
And they fucking hammer this dude to death with just beating him over and over again. And what used to be a face he's still alive, but his face is unrecognizable goo.
Yeah.
And then they're like jabbing a screwdriver in him.
Yeah.
I wish it's one of those ones that I wish I never would have watched.
Yeah, yeah.
And that dude, the fucking worst part of it all is that guy had just beaten cancer. Like his last treatment and everything was like earlier that week. I'm going to live. I made it.
And they just randomly grabbed him and
they started out with just killing animals and shit like cats and dogs, and it kept getting worse and worse and worse. Then they moved on to people.
Wait, they killed cats and dogs.
And then he was just a random person.
And he just happened to be at the park.
Fucking shit.
And then they fucking anyway, so but the good thing is one of the kids, he's in the confession room. They do things a little different over there.
Yeah.
His face is beat to fuck. Like his eye, like he looked like he,
one of the killers.
like the cops just beat his fucking ass.
Oh, I'm sure.
You know, and his eyes were just swollen up. Like, too bad they didn't kill him. But yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
Wait, they don't like treat their criminal suspects like
No,
kings and queens over there.
no, there are no conjugal.
I was watching like a South Park reference. I was watching that Butters episode where his mom tries to kill him after she finds out his dad's going to gay fucking bathhouses and shit. And then Gary Condit's in it. And that dude's career was over after the Chandra Levy thing, and he had nothing to do with it.
No.
And me and Bri were like, dude, we were convinced. We were like, all right, this dude, how did he do it? How did he do it, man? You know, and we're like trying to piece it together with the information they're giving. And then one day Bri goes, dude, I know he had a relationship with her, but I don't think he did it. And I'm like, yeah, it's kind of weird, man. And then all of a sudden afterward, after his career was pretty much over, he didn't get voted back in. They find out it was a serial killer.
Yeah.
What
After
fucking
all that
An
time.
actual serial killer that
That'd
did
be
it.
horrible luck.
Yep.
Yeah, sure it was. That's just part of the cover-up, guys.
And it's like that's near Richard Jewell levels of fucked up.
Right.
Oh, that fucking guy got so fucked up.
Dude,
You got, like-
totally.
The killer is Richard. They even said it. Richard Jewell.
I know.
He's the one that did this.
They ruined his fucking life.
They did.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he's just sitting there like, I didn't do anything.
Oh,
And I swear,
man, that poor
I
guy.
don't think they ever even gave him a public apology until after he died.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't.
He was
until
dead
after.
already.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Like, oh yeah, we're sorry.
that's a great
Sons of
tradition.
bitches.
That's like right up there with the Jim Thorpe thing. You get your medals back 50 years after you're dead.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, good job.
Because he played baseball one summer.
Yeah, made a little bit extra money to survive.
Yeah.
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 So they rectified it.
That's not the
man.
biggest crime against Jim Thorpe. One of his kids stole his body and sold it to a town in Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania. They claimed rights to his body, and like it was the middle of the night, and these people stole the body from its resting place in Oklahoma.
That's right.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
There's a whole battle, but that's the thing. He was the executor of the will, and he's the one that did it. And they're like, well, there's nothing we can do about it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
the tribe that he's a part of is like, we really need his bones to come back
Yeah.
because of his soul, and it's like
Nah,
just fucking a
we just need him here in this town that we named Jim Thorpe.
I mean, do the people of that
Pennsylvania.
town care that he's even fucking buried? I
Not
mean,
now. I mean, back
Right.
then maybe. This is
it's like-
forever ago.
It's right up there. That's near Ted Williams' son shittiness.
Yeah.
Ted
Oh,
Williams'
yeah.
son is a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
His dad, he was like trying to sell his dad's body and DNA and
Yep.
everything because he was such a good hitter and a great fighter pilot.
Oh my gosh.
And he was such a good fighter pilot that even John Glenn said he was the best pilot I ever saw.
Yeah.
John Glenn,
Yeah.
the astronaut,
Yes.
was like, Ted Williams is the best pilot I ever flew with.
Yeah. He did in 2 separate wars.
Yeah.
Ted Williams do anything bad? He's good at everything he did.
Well, apparently he's a terrible father to his son.
Yeah. Yeah, he raised a shitty son.
Yeah, raised a shitty son. So how about that?
Everybody has their Achilles heel.
Yeah.
Apparently parenting was.
I mean, his daughter seemed okay.
Apparently he pissed his kid off. He pissed
Actually,
his
his
son
daughter,
off.
his daughter wasn't much better either because she was stealing money from the family and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. So apparently he wasn't. Yeah.
So yes, Ted Williams couldn't parent.
He was not father of the year apparently
No.
because they basically
Little known fact, he's Mexican.
I think his mother was.
Yeah,
His mother was part Mexican.
Yeah.
He was,
Yep.
part Mexican.
He was like by injection.
He didn't know any of his Mexican family members until later on in his life.
And why would he?
Yeah.
Back then, there's no point.
But yeah, he
Didn't
fought.
benefit his career.
He did flew missions in 2 separate wars.
Yeah.
He would have been top. Well, he would have been one of the top home run guys. He already was, but he would have had to be more.
Oh, could you imagine if he
But he
didn't?
missed 4 years of his career.
Yeah,
Dude
could
is a
you
fucking badass?
could you imagine if he didn't serve?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I can imagine if he didn't serve, he'd be less of a man because back then you had to serve.
Yeah. He had like 4 years of his prime just gone.
That's what it was. It was Stan Musial. We were talking about people that didn't serve the other day. Were you part of that conversation?
Yeah.
And one guy on something is like, they said something about Stan Musial. It's like, my grandpa hated Stan Musial because he's a draft dodger. It's like, whoa. He served from 1944 until 1946. He wasn't there the whole time, but he still served.
Yeah, but and here's the
If you were a draft dodger, like
that's the thing. The people calling them draft dodgers. I mean, you can't say they're draft dodgers. They stay. If you're dodging the draft, you're running.
You go to Canada.
You're
Yeah.
going to Canada or Mexico or
There's a
somewhere.
difference.
Like Cheech Marin and them, they did it,
Yeah.
but they went to Canada. They didn't stick around.
No. But like, you know, the political people, like Bill Clinton didn't serve. Trump didn't. But that's not draft dodging. That's buying your way out.
You can do it. You're doing a buyout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's different.
Or like W. He just served in like the before the reserves or something.
Yeah.
You're signed up, but you don't go.
Yeah.
Or like another thing you do if you have a decent IQ, just go in the Air Force.
Yeah.
You don't want to go to
Yeah.
You sign up, but you see shit's brewing. Or I'll be in the Air Force.
Yeah.
So
right.
You're gonna
right.
be on the front line or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, you might, if you're a good pilot, you might have flying
some
missions.
of the guys, you know, like in Hollywood, some of those guys back then, they were basically
Morale boost, right?
they were like, no, we need you here. You know, we don't want you over there fighting. We want you here to entertain people. You know.
Well, they
you
did
go over there and do like sparring matches and shit. And
Well, they did it with a lot of the directors and stuff. They're like, you're in the Army now, but you're just going to make films for us.
For us, yeah.
You know,
propaganda.
it was basically
Right.
propaganda.
Propaganda.
Yeah.
So
Is it-
everybody has their place.
Right.
Yeah. Well, there are people like you said that actually went to Canada to get away or Mexico
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
But
That's a
to-
draft dodger.
But to like kind of just buy or go to college. I think you go to college and get out of it.
Students could get out. Yeah.
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 So you can dodge.
Yeah, and-
shit.
Or if you have a couple of brothers, kill them. That way you're the only surviving son.
Yeah, I never had to worry about any of this.
Right.
I don't have a brother, and I was born with a hole in my heart. I was never going.
Yeah, but you would have gone because you were the only male heir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of good that did. I'm a genetic dead end.
Yeah.
Name's dead. I don't even have a cousin with my last name.
Yeah, that's true.
The whole bloodline's
You were
fucked.
it.
Well, our
I gotta put it in some woman. We got the show back.
our maternal
Just
side
have one
of,
kid
of our mothers, their last name's dead.
Yeah.
There's none left.
That's true. Yeah.
There's none left.
No.
When I heard the number of the percentage of mankind that doesn't reproduce, it was shockingly high.
Yeah.
I thought it was like 10% or no, it's like 40%.
Holy
Yeah.
crap.
It's really low. Most people do reproduce, but it's not that big of a difference. It's like 60. 40.
Right.
That's why we got to get the MGTOWs and the feminists to fuck.
Yeah, I've told you about that.
Yeah. And the
MGTOWs, feminists, get together, fuck, have some kids, go your separate ways.
Yeah, they always dislike anytime I bring them up. Just my videos get just downvoted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did get some downvoting.
Yeah. Well, you need to fuck.
Well, yeah, there
feminists,
was
dude.
like I think I brought it up on here before, but I was watching something about like somebody was it was somebody popular. It was a show on I think it was on Comedy Central or something. But they were in Japan, and like over in Japan right now, their population's been decreasing because the young people are not dating or anything.
Herbivores.
Herbivores, we talked about them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a
It's
couple
like-
weeks ago.
It's like crazy. Yeah.
The herbivores, and Mike wanted to start a harem of ladyboys.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over there, and again, I won't reproduce, but I'll have a harem of ladyboys.
Yeah.
A whole
Yep.
fucking slew of them.
Have sex with some Japanese women.
Yeah, Al, remember you were talking about
Yeah.
you were gonna be their male porn star. They
Yeah, right.
import you
Yeah.
for that.
They'll the pick slit your dick, but other than that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'll have them pixelated way out.
Finally promote our show.
You'll
over
do
there.
the Ned Flanders.
yeah.
We can finally get some viewers over there.
Yeah. Right.
Get in the Asian
Right.
market we haven't dipped into yet.
Yeah. What markets are we dipped into?
I went to our statistics. It's obviously mostly America,
Right.
but there is Russian Federation.
Yeah.
There is Indonesia.
Yeah, okay.
Few South American countries. I like Uruguay was one.
This is on the podcast end, correct?
Yeah, this is why the
Right.
podcast. I don't know who watches the fucking YouTube.
YouTube, and this is no joke. It only shows like 2 because 99.9% of it's 2 countries. It's the United States, America,
Yeah.
and
Canada?
India.
no, India.
Right, I
Really?
remember you saying that.
India,
weird.
like 8% India.
Yeah, because that's what because Neil was asking me. like,
India.
you guys
Chamonix.
have places? Do you have a place outside? I go, yeah. I go, actually, like I think it's YouTube where we got like so many people in India that like.
So
He
I'll,
goes, really? I'm like, yeah,
so I'll make sure every once in a while I'll just tag some super popular Indian thing,
yeah.
see what happens.
Yeah.
Doesn't work, but still.
We could try it.
No, I do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's done.
Oh,
I will do that shit.
all right.
My cardiologist is Indian. I mean, maybe,
See?
so we
Tell
could,
them about it. Say, hey, call your family back home.
Yeah,
The 2 people I had to deal with on the phone for T-Mobile the other
Yeah.
day were Indian.
yeah. They always try to American. Hi, this is Lance. Your
Oh
name's,
no.
your name's not Lance.
Hello, my name is Lance.
Yeah.
Lance. Lance
Yeah.
Goomtanash. Listen to
Yeah,
everybody.
Lance. You can just tell me your real name. It's fine.
Yeah,
I get
it's-
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the
Come on, Lance.
the lady up at 7-Eleven.
Pritt.
Yeah,
Oh, I
she's
just said her
great.
name out loud.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Kill her?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I just talked to her. Well,
She's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
I
she's
like
cool.
her.
yeah, she was asking me about the family. She's like, "Oh, how's the family?" I haven't talked to her in a while. So
Yeah, because she was like, "Oh, your kids are probably grown up already." He goes, "Well,
Well, weird things happen at that 7-Eleven. They have a white guy working.
yeah, he was there for a second.
yeah,
you
young,
doing here,
young
man?
guy." There's
Yeah,
actually been a couple
He's
different.
about 28 or 27. Yeah.
There's actually been a couple different.
Well, there was a one. They had a white.
That just
girl-
means they don't have a big enough family.
Yeah, they had a white girl there
Yeah.
that was fucking utterly miserable. Like
Yeah.
she would just sit there like, "Hey, can you grab a?"
Can I
One
get
of
some
those people
Virginia?
that just fucking complain.
Can
you
I
know?
get some Virginia Slims? Oh God!
It's
Yeah.
like the 7-Eleven, on the way to work that I
Yeah.
used to go to, but that girl, it takes so long to run my tickets. But like one day, it was after the COVID, they were opened up, and she had the mask on, and there was a guy behind me going, "Oh yeah," talking to his buddy. He's like, she looks pretty hot. I turn around, I go, "Oh no." He's like, "Oh really?" I go, "No." He goes, "Dude, she don't look that bad." I go, "Oh, you don't want her to take that mask off, man."
Oh boy.
Yeah,
Wow.
because she ain't got but about a tooth and a half in her mouth.
Oh dude.
yeah.
Like she
man.
bit a bit of bowling ball.
Oh, yeah, like I mean, like
So
she
much
probably was pretty good looking, but
Till she talked back.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, someone had to set her straight.
Yeah.
As we've discussed.
yeah.
She got a
So
little too lippy.
I was like, yeah, and the guy's like, really? I'm like, yeah. He goes, I was gonna hit on her. I go, no.
Well, you'll probably get up in there.
I go, if you want, but he goes, that bad? I go,
She will
I go-
gum the shit
I
out
said,
of your
dude,
dick.
I go, dude, she's got a bunch of nubs and about a tooth and a half looking.
Yeah.
Right. And he goes, ah.
What are you talking about? That's perfect.
I'm like, sorry, man.
Teeth don't get in the way anymore.
Smoking, eating a lot of rock candy.
Well, there were parts of teeth.
Oh, see, yeah.
Yeah, she wasn't like
You don't want like the coral reef on your
Yeah.
dick.
yeah. It was
That's
a
when it
bunch-
starts hurting.
It was a bunch of nubbins,
Oh god. Coral reef.
Yeah,
Yeah. You don't want that.
yeah,
No, I
because
wouldn't
like
want
the first, I used to stop in there at night on my way home from work.
Yeah.
And then like the first time I saw her, she worked nights. I was like, oh, she's kind of cute. And then she like started talking. I'm like, whoa,
Yeah.
whoa,
it. Yeah.
yeah,
I gotta be quiet because there's gonna be a point if I don't start going to the dentist, I'm gonna be in the same boat. I have
Yeah.
no room to talk. How you going, guys?
Yeah, but if you have dental insurance, you just get some new teeth.
I don't have
Right.
dental insurance.
Oh shit! Never mind.
I will though. Before I was ever one of them people that got the bad grill,
Yeah.
I'll be like, even if I got 30% wrecked, I'm like, yank them all out, put false,
Yep. do
yank
it.
them right fucking now. They're coming out.
Just do it.
Yeah.
It's the way to do it,
Feel like a
man.
pro fighter. I'm just gonna have the easy way. You ain't gotta worry about infections and all that shit. Just fuck.
Hey, I had a question. We talked real briefly about ozone earlier.
oh yeah.
What did he die of?
There was. I didn't see anything. It said an unknown.
Yeah.
Probably COVID.
I'm sorry. His name is actually Shabba-Doo, right?
Well, that was what he went by.
Shabba-Doo.
I think his name is Hispanic. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's like
Well, he's probably
Alejandro.
Puerto Rican, right?
No, I think it's Michael something. Like, but his last name was really Oh, my stomach just growled hard.
No, it was Adolfo.
For real?
Yeah, it was Adolfo.
Oh, am I thinking the other guy?
Adolfo Gutierrez Quinones.
Now,
Or
is
Adolfo Gordon Quinones.
here's a question. We know that the name Adolf is unacceptable for a Caucasian, but is Adolfo a take on that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, Adolf is a very German name. Adolfo is the Spanish version. And where did a lot of those German guys go after World War I?
Well, we all know where they went.
Argentina and shit.
They're all down there.
All there in Central America probably too. I'm just saying.
I like Tim Kennedy had that show hunting Hitler.
Hunting
or something.
Hitler where you didn't find fucking shit.
They found a bunch of German villages though.
Yeah, he was married to her.
Yeah, he was married to hot ass Leila Rashan.
Yeah, he was married to some other hot chick before her.
Yeah. So he did well for himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, his life was hardly a failure.
Oh, you know what? I said his name was like Michael or something. I was right. Turbo's real name is Michael.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny. I'm gonna watch the Breakin' saga. I don't know. It's not a trilogy. It's only 2 movies, so
Break into Electric Boogaloo.
I'll watch them both. I don't care. Ice-T's in one of them.
I actually remember part 2 a lot more because
That's community center, right?
Yeah, miracles.
Yeah.
Give.
Special K.
So miracles can live.
That's the one Ice-T's in, right?
Yeah, Ice-T's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His outfit. And I can't remember what show he was talking about it, but he said, people always make fun of what I was wearing in that movie. He goes, but you can't make fun of what I was wearing in that movie until you think about what you were wearing when you went to see that movie.
Right.
It's a good point. It's very actually
So
good
what
point.
were you wearing when you went there? Just because there's no documentation of it.
Yeah, no, that's exactly. He was wearing what was in at that point.
Right.
Especially in that community.
Guys wore mesh half shirts and shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I had one.
You had a Beat It half shirt.
I had the Beat It half shirt.
Yeah.
I had a mesh one too.
I had to explain that to somebody one day because I made fun of. I said the Beat It half shirt, and they're like, "Why did he have a beaded half shirt?" I'm like, "No. Beat It. It's a Michael Jackson song." And they're like,
my front teeth are missing.
They're
I
like,
look like shit.
They're like, that doesn't make sense. Why would he have a Beat It half shirt even? It's like Michael Jackson. I'm like, that makes more sense than the Beat It. What the fuck are you talking about?
What a
pictures
beaded
of this?
half shirt.
Just
yeah,
beads.
I got pictures. My mom has the picture.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Now I do have a picture of me in the mesh half shirt and on the Boblo boat.
Nice.
I have that one. That's on my Facebook, and I'm just standing there like.
What? I wonder why we didn't have more mesh clothes.
I don't know.
Because you'd think they'd be cheaper. We probably could have
Because your
afforded
parents
those.
cared about you.
Yeah.
Unlike mine that let me wherever what the fuck I want.
My parents were like,
Dude,
let him be himself.
I had the half shirt, the sleeveless half shirt, Night Ranger.
that's true. I know you had half shirts. I don't remember ever having.
Well, see, like I had to buy those, though. Like I babysat for the kids across the street.
Yeah.
And I worked on bikes and stuff. So I mean, like we went to Gibraltar Trade Center, and I like saved like money, and I was like, sweet, I bought that and a Motley Crue shirt, Shout at the Devil.
Yeah.
I was like 10 or 11.
Good stuff.
Well, it was cool. It was my mom and dad were cool. They let me wear that shit.
But
Here's our fashion.
Paging Dr. Faggot.
That was my fashion.
They never were like, oh, you can't, like there were kids I had in school that like I had to Shout at the Devil t-shirt, and they were like, oh my God, my mom wouldn't let me wear that. I'm like,
You know why? Because your mom's.
Because your mom is Paging Dr. Faggot.
Paging Dr. Faggot.
That's like when I was in junior high and I was wearing like Slayer, Slatanic Wehrmacht. It had the goat head dude with the sword and the Slayer logo. And I remember kids in class were like, your mom lets you wear that? I'm like, yeah, my mom lets me wear that.
Hell yeah. She does.
Yeah.
I didn't get to wear any of that shit.
The funniest thing about all of it is Tom has always been a devout Catholic.
Yeah.
It's just a stage show.
Oh, yeah.
But if you were into that, Mom wouldn't have stopped.
No, I know that.
Mom wouldn't have stopped. She never stopped me from buying any of the music either.
I had a friend who, we were friends with her boyfriend. It was Justin and his ex, Veronica. You remember her?
Yeah, I do.
She told me a story. She got suspended from school because she wore the tool shirt to school that had the wrench that looked like balls and chaff, and actually suspended her from school for it.
Yeah, they start. Yeah,
She went to some really like
Super
strict,
Was it a
conservative,
private
See, like,
school?
like
yeah.
Hazel Park or something. Hazel Park High School.
Oh wow! Like the principal when I was at the high school, he was trying to get a lot. He wanted everybody to go to uniforms. He was originally an art teacher.
I think uniforms is a fantastic idea.
He was. Yeah, he was really.
I would love
that's
that.
never ended badly in history.
I'm
But
just
I
saying,
mean, like-
here's the reason I think. I'm sorry, I'll let you finish now. So I'll give my point.
Go ahead.
Well,
I'll
I
give my kind of
remember like it was probably I think it was 10th grade or going into 11th grade.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of kids were Faith No More, Mike Patton.
Yeah.
Epic. When he had his head shaved on the sides. A lot of guys were doing that.
Mm-hmm.
And they were shaving it bald. He was kicking him out, he wouldn't let them come into school until they had a little bit of stubble on their head.
Wow.
Yeah. He was like, you can't be bald. Like it was like a crime or something.
This
It
is
looks like
in
a
high
mohawk, like a punk rocker. Yeah. Yeah.
We don't have any punk rockers in this school.
Yeah. I mean, it was just weird. Like, there was like 3 different guys. They all had like kind of long hair, and they did the Mike Patton look.
You don't have
You know,
any black friends, do
They
ya?
shaved it all underneath, all the way
just a-
around,
Yeah.
and they were like, they were told they
Stereotypical
had,
asshole.
they could come back to school.
He
Once
wasn't
they
in a
had
wheelchair,
stubble.
was he?
No, that was just before him.
Okay.
Yep.
Because it would make sense if it was him.
Yeah.
We had an English teacher that required that you have specific reading. That you had to have a piece of literature like that wasn't the textbook, and you had to have it with you. And if she'd kick you out, and someone brought in Necronomicon.
His name was Brian.
Was it you?
Frank left it in my locker.
Yeah. So
I had no reading book, and I took it to her class, and I got in trouble for it.
So Brian had the Book of the Dead.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's from this woman that was probably had the same hairdo in 1953.
Yeah.
And she was our teacher, and he had Necronomicon.
Nice.
Like I watched remember in 5th grade, I don't know if you had to watch it, but with my teacher, we had to watch and read. She read the book to us, but we watched the movie Anne of Green Gables. Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And we watched a video, and their hairdos in that at the turn of the century were the same hairdo this teacher had in 1994.
She did have that hairdo, yeah, for sure.
It was insane.
Yeah.
It's like, did you travel in time from Prince Edward Island, Canada, 1900, and just kind of change your clothes? Your clothes weren't 1900s
there was
anymore.
a lot of teachers like that. They were frozen in time.
Yeah, what the fuck?
They'd have that like, just that really old school fucking 60s and 70s look.
Do you wonder
Yeah.
if she ever took her hair down and took her glasses off? It was like if she's gonna be like 1980s music video hot. No, I didn't think so either. I was just wondering.
She might have been okay looking when she was young, maybe, because she was thin, which in America makes you.
Makes you kind of hot.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
You're
many of us, most
like
of us
halfway there.
struggle with weight. So
I'm just thinking, if she took her hair down and the glasses and unbuttoned just the top button, be like, whoa, what happened? It's like,
Yeah.
all of a
You
sudden
know?
she's hot.
You're
yeah,
like halfway there, right?
Well,
but she wasn't that
No.
no, we ended up having some decent looking. Hey, Dale, you're blocking the camera, buddy.
decent looking teachers who
Teachers later on that fucked the kids and
totally into kids. Yeah,
and
totally.
I wasn't one of them.
Teenage.
What? When you were in school, you did?
They were. It was a couple grades below us when it happened.
Yeah,
We were gone like a year or two. It wasn't long.
and it happened.
But she was a teacher when I was there. I'm like, why didn't she ask to suck me off?
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a kind of a famous case.
yeah. It was,
And like every other woman that's halfway decent looking, she got a slap on the wrist, no trouble.
Yeah, right.
It was, or as Jay put it, a romp.
Was it so that was kind of like Mary Kay Letourneau time, right? Right
it was
around
after
there.
that.
It was after that.
This was.
But that's probably what,
No,
I think I even at that. I think it was even a couple years further along than that. I think it was a couple years after my wife graduated that it actually happened.
the male gym teacher, he did it, and surprise, he got in a lot more trouble.
What?
He
Yeah.
did to one of the girls.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cops were like with the chick teacher. The cops were like, "Hey, where's that kid? Let me give him a fucking medal
Yeah.
Yeah.
for being the coolest kid in school."
But
Fucking going into the janitor.
Damn, where are all these teachers at when I was in school sleeping with?
They've been in the janitor closet a long time.
we're just getting some paper towel.
Yeah, they're all sweaty now.
Oh, yeah, I didn't. I did not know about that.
I
Probably did, but who knows? I mean,
There's a fairly famous case
Around here it was.
around here. Yeah.
Yeah.
well, I know there was I know that there was a couple different things that had happened, so I might have remembered, but I remember there was somebody that lived right over here in our old neighborhood but she was kind of nasty, I heard, but she was sleeping with some young kids.
Well, then she should have gotten in trouble.
Oh, whoa,
That was the teacher.
oh, yeah,
She didn't look like that when we went.
no,
No, she got better looking.
Yeah, Sheila was kind of looked more like a teacher when she was my teacher.
Yeah, that's a bad picture.
yeah, but,
Check her out in that uniform.
yeah, in her
I still,
prison uniform,
even when she was more conservative and wasn't slutting around with the students, I would have still liked her to sit on my face. It would have been a good time.
yeah, totally.
But some things aren't meant to be.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
Actually, in fact, throughout my entire scholastic career, there was only one or two decent looking teachers at all. There just wasn't many. I didn't remember any hot teachers hardly.
Hey,
Kind of a myth.
she got in trouble. She got 3 years probation
Yeah.
instead of the state computed guidelines, which said she should have got 3 to 6 years in prison.
Yeah.
Right?
They said she'd already suffered significant consequences.
Yeah. People making fun of her.
Oh,
Ooh, that's real
Really?
bad.
She lost her job.
Yeah, that's a significant consequence.
Yeah.
well, what about the guy, the gym teacher?
Oh, he got fucking jail,
yeah.
of course. And he should have. I'm not saying he shouldn't have, but it's just by proxy, she should have had it too.
So, all right. So, there's something we didn't cover here. Speaking of hot chicks,
Yeah.
yeah,
I want to bring this up.
You
This is
were
a very,
like,
very, very important subject.
it's always much sadder if the person meeting a grim end is a hot chick.
yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
always horrific.
Yes.
Well, and I'll even add, there's two things that makes it sadder if someone or something dies. If it's a really cool dog or dog, and then a hot chick. That always makes it
Yeah.
more sad.
Yeah.
So if I watch a movie, I'll be like, oh, the dog died. Or, oh, that hot chick we want to see naked died. So, yeah,
well,
I agree.
well, even if it's a crime, they,
Yeah.
it's like, she was such a pretty girl. Yeah, I know, man. This is
Yeah.
Inside and outside.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It always sucks when a serial killer gets their hands on a hot chick. And,
I mean, I understand why they would do it.
yeah.
If you get the ugly people, you're killing the herd.
Yeah.
It's more passable.
Yep.
I guess.
It's more acceptable, definitely.
I made a joke similar to that, and a guy really got mad at me on YouTube. And so I just kept going
Fucking
with.
loser.
I kept going on with it like it's really how I think. I was like, look, dude, let's be honest. People that are under a 5 in looks need to be put into camps. And I go, you really shouldn't be out in the public to be looked at,
Yeah.
No,
And he was
stay
getting
home.
so mad. He's like, you are so fucking shallow. It's like, dude, you're not catching on to that I'm trolling
No, he
you.
really
right?
wasn't.
I was like, he was wanting to kill me and everything. I'm like, bro, you cannot notice this troll, this obvious troll.
No,
I just kept getting with I go, what? I was like, what purpose do they serve?
Right.
No one. I mean,
yeah. What?
well, you don't
What's
want to
the
have kids
point?
with them because
Yeah.
then your kids will be
Yeah.
uglier.
bad genetics. You're not passing.
Yeah.
you know,
I'm not breeding with them.
No, fuck
Jesus.
no. I mean,
Like, what is the point?
shoot load on their face or tits or something. But that's about it.
Well, you can use them as a wet hole to masturbate into.
Yeah. Use them practice. To be better for when you get the hot chicks.
Fucking thing is, the guy's getting mad at me. You're so shallow, this and that. Look, I'm a total slob. He has no idea.
No.
No.
It's like good-looking people don't talk this way. This is even if I was being for real, that is a person who's damaged.
Yeah.
And he's getting mad at me like I'm in this mythical good-looking guy that really thinks that way.
Yeah. He's like, yeah. He's,
You ever hang around a really good-looking dude? They're actually really nice because they're not mad about anything.
Yeah.
No, what are they
right.
got to be mad about?
Yeah. They don't talk that way.
They're good looking, which means they automatically have a better job and make more money. Why the fuck would they be
Right.
upset about anything?
Right.
Yeah. But
Plus,
he's
they're a man. They definitely make more money than anybody.
yeah. Yeah, so he just built this scenario in his head.
Wow,
Yeah,
you look really good today. You're getting a raise.
But you were doing the thing, the whole mashup of every good-looking douchebag guy in every movie you've ever seen.
All the 80s douchebag guy.
Yeah.
So, did you ever watch the show 30 Rock?
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's an episode where Tina Fey's boyfriend is John Hamm.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like supposedly great at everything, but he's not.
Yeah.
Because he's so hot, everybody makes him think that he's great at everything. And he's like a total idiot. He can't cook, but he thinks they've told him his
But
food.
because he's good looking, they tell him that,
like
great job.
All these chicks that he dated, they're like, oh yeah, man, this chick. All these women thought that this recipe I made, it was like horrible.
Did she call him out on the stuff?
Yeah, like everything.
That's great.
Think of the segment of our population, especially good-looking women, that will never know that they don't have talent. It's just that they're hot, and everybody just
Or they don't even have to be that hot. They're just you're a woman.
That's
And-
not ugly.
That's not ugly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like even me. I catch myself like, oh, come over here, and like you go to help. I'm like, no, I don't need to help you. Everybody helps you.
Yeah. Not gonna do it.
I'm like,
Ain't gonna
I'm not
happen.
doing it. You can carry that couch, bitch.
Yeah.
You've never had to carry a couch before.
Dude,
I've never seen that John Hamm
I was.
episode, though. I have to check that
That's a
out.
really good episode. You
That
need
fucking dude too.
Like she, I think there's a few episodes with him as the boyfriend, but it's really good.
He's one of those guys that, by all accounts, is a super nice guy,
Yeah.
and also he's good looking,
Yeah.
and apparently has a huge
Well, that's the thing.
dick.
He's super. Yeah. Well,
Keep on saying stuff about that.
On top of it,
Yeah,
he's
as-
like,
as if the
he's
pot
got a
isn't-
lance in his pocket.
Yeah.
As if it's not enough.
Yeah.
Just has everything.
So on
Fucking
top of it,
dick, I hate
he's
him.
got a fucking giant lance growing.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks.
Puts a tip in and they
He's
tap out.
Yeah.
That's it.
You know,
Anyways,
gotta have. Some
Thanks.
people gotta have everything. You know.
Yeah.
that's
right.
another show I always wanted to
It's like-
watch more of, and I always forget
like,
about
It's a really good show.
It's like
It's actually a really, really good show.
I think
Yeah.
Melissa McCarthy was talking about Chris Hemsworth.
it.
She said
How she wanted him to be an asshole.
and she's like he's the nicest guy in the world. He's good looking. He's distractingly good looking. And then he just sit one time on set. He's just singing. He has a perfect singing voice. Like,
Yeah,
so I carry a bit
and
of a
then-
tune. You know?
Yeah.
And then that Ghostbusters movie wasn't good. The one that they made
No,
with all the
no,
women.
Oh, it wasn't.
The absolute best part of that movie was Chris fucking Hemsworth, because a lot of the stuff they would just go back and forth talking across the table, and he was ad-libbing shit. And they said he was fucking brilliant, and I fucking hate him because he's funny.
Yeah,
He's
she said
naturally
she's like-
funny too.
that was the little clip that she's like, I wanted to hate Chris Hemsworth so much, and I couldn't because he's so awesome.
You ever see the montage of like Henry Cavill? He just sits down. It doesn't matter the woman. They could be 70, they could be 20 and hot. Doesn't matter. They always giggle like there's a montage of just giggling women because they're fucking near
As soon
Cavill.
as he sits down.
The thing
I'm
is
not
that-
afraid to admit this. I think I would probably giggle at everything he said for at least a few minutes
Yeah.
because he just seems like a really cool guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I don't want to fuck him or anything. I'm just
Right.
saying, I'd be.
Paging Dr. Faggot.
No, but
I mean, it's not like I'm going to stroke him off or anything right then and there.
all of a sudden he's your bull.
I wake up next day and Brian, what happened? I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know.
I gave in.
I gave in. His eyes.
I can't remember.
He's Superman. What am I supposed to do?
What do you like? I always thought about it like the fact that Hemsworth and him are nice guys.
Yeah.
Or even Jason Momoa. These guys, they're like that look that good and they're still kind. There's zero chance I would be kind if I looked like them.
No.
I'd be so arrogant you couldn't talk to
Yeah.
me.
Don't talk to me.
I wouldn't even like.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How could you be nice and look like that?
Yeah, it's true.
It's like the Amber Heard thing. Amber Heard is a victim of being hot.
She is.
That's why she's crazy, because she's hot and gets away with being crazy.
Or people telling John Hamm he's good at stuff.
Yeah.
Dude.
So that's how that proved to me that they're good people.
Yeah. They're actually good people. They were raised right.
Even Hemsworth's dad, I think he's like in his 50s. He's like ripped.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on, man? This family.
And
genetics.
that was when.
And
when
the worst looking Hemsworth is still 2 or 3 notches hotter than me.
Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Still good looking. And he's the worst looking one.
I remember that before he bulked up for the first the first Thor movie. And they're like, how do you stay in shape? He's like, I just surf, whatever. It's like, fuck you. You surf.
asshole.
What do you mean?
what?
Yeah, surfing doesn't get you fucking jacked arms, man.
I mean, he was in good shape, but he wasn't like super ripped at this point. He was just like lean and muscular.
Yeah,
It's
he's
like,
I just,
what he meant was he surfs, he swims, he runs, he does stuff, but he's just doing like, surfer shit. Basically.
Yeah.
Fitness shit.
Yeah. It's like, you fucker. I hate you, but I love you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I want to be around you.
Well, that was like,
Teach me your
the old timey actor who was like that was Burt Lancaster back in the day.
Yeah.
He was just like into acrobatics and shit.
He just did
And
stuff.
he was
He's
just
active.
naturally in like really good shape. And he swam all the time and he was just like naturally buff.
perfect for Jim Thorpe.
He won a bunch of gold medals.
He's the perfect Jim Thorpe.
Yeah.
man.
Perfect Jim.
All that native blood.
All
he
that
had.
native blood.
Hey. He's like,
That's one scene gets made. He goes, "Hey, they didn't give me that award because I'm an Indian." It's like,
yeah.
It just seems. All right, look, I got to get suspend disbelief, but Jesus Christ,
Hey, he was 1/16th Native American, I think.
probably not at all.
Really?
I think he was.
I think that's a gross exaggeration.
That's Moonlight Graham. You can't make fun of him.
Moonlight Graham.
He saved Kevin Costner's daughter when she fell off the bleachers and choked on a hot dog.
Yeah,
He can play Jim Thorpe.
yeah. Give him what he wants.
He gave up everything walking across that line to save that kid.
Stupid.
Moonlight Graham.
I would have kept my eternal baseball life.
Fuck yeah.
Well, because if she dies, she comes on the field. So what's
Well,
it matter?
probably, yeah.
Just let her.
You don't
die.
even have to die. I mean, they took James Earl Jones. He wasn't dead.
Yeah, but I'm just saying you're in a like there's proof of an afterlife right there.
Yep. You're right.
Okay, afterlife's real. Girl's choking. Just whatever.
Yeah.
Let
I
it
mean,
go.
she lives on a farm in fucking Iowa. She's not going to do much anyways.
She's gonna be on that field one way or the other, this
Yep.
life or the other.
I'm telling you.
Perfect. Just let her choke out.
Yeah.
That's it.
Totally.
Yeah. All right, now I'm going hell.
Yeah.
If she dies, she dies.
The Ivan Drago thing. Yeah. Well, guys, you want to wrap it up?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, wait. I want to talk about Bryan Cranston real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
Okay.
Bryan Cranston spoke out against cancel culture, so I think he's going to get canceled real soon.
Yeah, that's a good way to get done.
Yep.
You can't. The thing is, it's like something you don't acknowledge.
Yeah, don't
'Cause if you
talk
acknowledge-
about it.
Like
He
what did he say? He's just not happy with people getting
Yeah,
canceled.
he doesn't.
He said something sensible. Now they're gonna ruin his life.
He said that cancel culture basically sucks. No, he was much more eloquent about it than I just was there. I'm trying to find it. My phone's not working.
There'll be some fucking stupid extremist group that. Well, he's
He says-
ignoring the plight of whatever fucking group.
He said cancel culture sucks. And he said we live in this cancel culture of people erring, like making errors, doing wrong, either on purpose or by accident. And there's less forgiveness in the world. People need to understand that we've become harder and less understanding and less tolerant and less forgiving, and we need to get back to a place of more forgiveness.
Bullshit. I want fucking scalps
Yeah.
mounted.
So Bryan Cranston's career is over.
Yeah,
Well, to be canceled?
What's his name? Booger McFarlane going through some crap right now too because
Well, his name's Booger.
he called out like because they the Washington Redskins Washington
Football
football team already cut Dwayne Haskins.
Yeah.
And he just made a comment about he's immature and a lot of these guys are immature, but he pointed out a couple different black quarterbacks. He did point out a white quarterback too, but
that doesn't matter.
they have lambasted him since then, man.
Well,
Well, the
cancel
thing
Booger.
The thing is, I think we've talked about it before. Even if someone is an asshole, let him be an asshole because he has to live with himself. So it ain't up to you to fucking be
Yep.
the arbiter
Yeah.
of who can say what. And I hate this shit. Just
Well, yeah, and I mean, McFarlane was right. I mean, he was talking about like just their immaturity, and he's like, that is the reason this guy is not playing now. And he brought up like Jamarcus Russell. That guy too was immature, didn't want to practice, didn't want to put his whole heart into everything, And now, he was out of the league within a few years, and nobody picked him up. Nobody. That guy was he could throw a football 80 yards.
Yeah.
But nobody wanted to touch him.
Well, if you don't want to practice or
He was
run the
kryptonite.
play,
Yeah, exactly. If you're not going to practice or not even run the plays, but they gave him videos of the plays that were blank. And when they came back, they're like, "Do you watch them?" He's like, "Yeah, they were great."
Yeah.
He didn't even watch the fucking videos because there was no video.
Right.
Cancel culture and all that shit is just, it's a way for little people that have no fucking meaning, nothing going on in life to ruin somebody else. Even someone, I don't agree with anything they say. I don't agree with them politically. I can't stand them. I would never want to have someone's job taken from them. That's horrific. Let people fucking be who they are.
Yeah.
Just let them be, even if it's a shitty person, let them be who they are. They'll eventually be not worth money and people won't want to sponsor them. It'll happen on its own. They're an asshole.
Yeah. I mean, if you're an asshole and if you're saying things people don't care about or don't want to hear about, and they don't want to hear your voice, they're just going to stop listening and stop reading and stop seeing everything you do, and eventually you go away.
Yeah, don't cancel us. That's my point.
It's just like when the hot chick dies and you feel really bad about it.
Yeah.
They're going to cancel Bryan Cranston. I'm going to feel really bad about it. Because I like Bryan Cranston.
Yeah, I do too.
He's
fine
a good
actor.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Quit fucking try. But the thing is, with the social media, and I'm guilty of it too. We're all guilty of it. We all think our opinion matters. It don't.
Well, I'm not guilty of that.
I
have never.
I think my opinion's shit.
My opinion doesn't matter at all.
Our opinion don't matter. I'm not changing anyone's mind.
I just know I'm always right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't need to say it on social media.
I had a relapse the last couple of days where I was arguing with people online.
Yeah.
And I totally argue with everybody. And I did. You know what? It did nothing for me. You don't feel good. Like, I told that guy off. Fucking skullfucker 420 on whatever forum. Like, it's no point.
That's a good name.
Yeah, it's a pretty good name.
Skullfucker.
Skullfucker 420. I wouldn't cancel you.
No, I wouldn't cancel anybody. You're entitled to your opinion, but
it's like, I mean, like I haven't. I'm not even like. I'm trying not to read any political or any political government, any like the stimulus shit. None of it. I'm trying not to read any of it right now.
I'm staying away. Like, I do that on my personal time, and I'll be serious for a few seconds. I don't talk about that stuff here because I want this to be kind of an escape from that.
Right.
I don't want to talk about it because I get people, why don't you talk about this? Look, everybody knows where I stand politically. You can go on my fucking Twitter and you can see that where I stand.
Yeah.
I don't bring it here because I'm here to just try to make people laugh and poke fun and roast people and have a little. I'm not here to fucking. I'm not here to fucking change anyone's mind politically.
Right.
I can go fucking argue on YouTube when you guys go home.
I just
get that
like,
out of my
lately.
system.
I'm like just the last week or two. I'm trying not to read a lot of that stuff right now because I just
depressing.
Yes, because it's getting nowhere. Like it. You think that it's going to, and I hear people going, "Oh yeah, this is going to happen." No, it's not. None of it's going to happen. No, nobody can vote on anything. So, but then, and I just like I see people getting so like angry, and I'm like, yeah, I remember how I used to be, and I don't do that anymore.
You end up in a situation where you fucking you have a rift with somebody that you gotten along with your whole life.
Yeah.
And you're arguing over, in most cases, a couple of billionaires that don't care about either of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what's the point? Nothing changed.
20 years ago, I was watching all the political news programs, and I stopped. I got to stop watching because I'd get angry about shit all the time. I'm like, I got to stop this shit. And I stopped way back then.
Yeah.
And it's so much worse now.
Oh,
so
God,
much.
Dude, it's to the point where, like, we've talked about it. It doesn't even have to be political. It can be like, well, I actually kind of prefer the Xbox brand to play. And people are threatening to kill you.
It's like,
Did you get an Xbox yet?
Still.
Everybody just has a stupid fucking opinion about everything.
Yeah.
And
You
everyone
were doing
treats
that 20 years
everything
ago.
like they have to die on the hill of it, too.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's no giving in.
No,
Even if you're proven wrong,
no.
there's no giving in.
Yeah.
They're like, well, actually, here I have the statistics. This is
Shut up.
this is how many people and you
Shut up.
like you ain't nothing but a fucking. Like, they don't listen.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's no point.
Yeah.
You're right though. Yeah, you were doing that stuff. You did that so much 20 years ago. You're probably sick of it.
Oh yeah. I just said I'm done. I'm like.
Do you know what Bryan Cranston was doing 20 years ago? Starring on Malcolm in the Middle.
Malcolm in the Middle, man.
That's
That was
all
a
I
great
got.
show.
I'm done with Bryan Cranston. Now.
Yeah.
Rich Piana was on that show.
Yeah, that's right. The
The
bodybuilder.
bodybuilder guy we talked about earlier.
Yeah, no
Oh, he
steroids.
was?
He's
Yeah. But anyway, point is, people always ask. I get different friends like, "Hey, talk about they'll talk about this and that." The reason I don't talk about it, it's not fear. I just want this to be an escape.
This
from
is
that stuff.
because if
if I ever want to talk about politics or something, I'll just go argue individually online.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
there's plenty of places to do it.
Yeah, I don't have to make my loosely my comedy show
Yeah.
about politics.
I got a better idea.
There's nothing more depressing.
You can add a new show to the galaxy of Radio Underground stars.
Yeah.
The network. You got Hillbilly Havoc. You got Radio Underground. You can have your political show. Let's do it.
I'm not doing political.
Okay, good.
Because that'll get
Yeah.
because that'll get Radio Underground canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't get us canceled. Don't
No.
cancel us like Bryan Cranston.
No.
Yep.
No. Please don't.
There'll be people will be doing memes of me with the fucking SS bolts on my fucking arms, and
Yes.
will be fucking removed off everything.
Twisted tees on your.
Yeah.
And then people will be like, "Why didn't you kill him while he was sitting there? You're complacent because you didn't kill him. You had a chance and you did nothing."
They'll find a picture of you when you had your head shaved and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll just be like, "This is what
Your
that
private pile
Nazi
picture.
looks like."
This is him.
Yeah.
This is the real.
Private pile.
Yeah.
This is the real him.
They'll get mad at us for letting you go on. Like what?
Yep.
I'll be like, hey, it's his equipment. What am I supposed to do?
Yeah.
It's his house. I couldn't do it
Yeah.
at my house. That's why I put up with it.
Look, if I kill him, then I don't have a show to do.
Yeah. What am I supposed to do on Saturday nights?
Yeah. I'm thinking about me.
Yeah. It's all we can think about ourselves, folks. So no,
No, that-
Radio
yeah,
Underground,
that's
Radio
when I
Underground will
can-
never be political.
That's when I can lose it on somebody. I can be like, "Listen, asshole, all I do is work all week. I'm a fucking recovering alcoholic. I live in my mom's basement. And the only thing I got is Saturday night."
I live in
I'm
a
telling you-
van down by the no.
Actually, Al, if you do a podcast like that, it'll definitely
probably
outpace
so.
this.
Yep.
There's no doubt.
You already have 95 subscribers.
Yeah, you already beat our count.
So,
Angry Al.
so I should just start. Yeah.
The most political we'll get on this show is talking about how we're not going to get political.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
The end. Let's wrap it up.
All right,
And
guys.
how we're not. Yeah. How we don't want to deal with that shit right now.
I got a shit so bad. Can we wrap it up?
Yes.
All right.
Follow us all on all podcast formats. Radio Underground. We're on Apple. We're on Spotify. We're on YouTube. We're everywhere.
Spreaker.
Radio Underground and Spreaker.
Yeah.
Spreaker is actually the most important. Spreaker.
Yep.
Recorded in the pits of Detroit, Michigan. Your ass is listening to